A highly infectious parasitic organism known as the Flood has been spreading throughout this world. It grows and spreads by infecting other life forms, hijacking their bodies and transforming them into monsters. It spreads at an alarming rate. If there is biomass available, it will find it and consume it. The Flood is unstoppable. Over the next 100 days, I'm going to develop a nuclear bomb, explore a dying world. Oh, that's a lot of them. Go, 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 go. And create a spacecraft to escape this planet as I race against this ancient parasite, consuming everything in its path. So I started in a snowy village. There was a bunch of little wooden buildings all over the place, some stuff in the streets, there was villagers walking around. This place was looking good. It was looking like the type of place that I could get a bunch of stuff to survive with. So my plan was to spend the first few days grabbing as much stuff from this village as I could before I would even start thinking about figuring out how I was going to get off the planet. There was walls around the village, and I thought that the walls would have stopped the Flood from getting in here, but as it turns out, that was not the case. The Flood were already here. What is that? Is that coming for me? That's coming for me. Close the door! Oh! What is going on out there? Those little things running around are called infection forms. Although they may look relatively weak, they have the potential to wipe out an entire world. Their main goal is to infect everything, and right now, they were spreading throughout the town. While they were infecting villagers, I was trying to grab what I could from chests. I was mainly looking for food to heal myself, as well as weapons to fight back. Oh, 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 oh! Here we go. Okay, I gotta see what these things do. Oh! You! He's running from it too. You saw what that was? It's sort of running. Oh! 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 This horse. Okay. Okay. That guy's... Something's up. I gotta take everything I can from this town and get out of here. There's apples in every house. Can't really survive off that. What I'm talking about. Of course you can. Oh, okay, I take that. Oh! Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, they're everywhere. Oh! Run, 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 run! These guys are running too. Oh my god, there's so... Okay, there's so many. Oh, oh, oh. I need a house with a door. That's not a door, that's a window. Oh. 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 Look at that. I think it infected that guy. You see that? They're flooding into this town. They can't break down doors, right? More carrots and leather. It is loud outside this house. They're right there. They're flying around. I wonder if I can get out that way. I'm going. Oh, man. There's so many. Oh! Oh, it's a villager. Oh! Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, there's villagers everywhere. This whole place has been taken over. Oh, my. Why won't that open? Why didn't that open? The horse is dead. Give me that. They're smashing down doors. There's zombies here. The zombies are helping. Oh, there's more flood that way. Give me this, 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 give me this. Oh. Okay. Oh my, there's so many. This should not be happening on day one. Are you joking me? Okay. Okay. I can't kill them. I can't kill them. If I kill them, they explode. Some brutal stuff going on out there. Is that it? There's infected guys there. They need to fall in that. If they blow up on me, it just... like that. I don't know if there's any more. They can climb. Okay, day 2. I was already a man in deep trouble, sitting up here in this guard tower with absolutely no idea how to get out of here. If I climbed off the tower, I was afraid that I'd be swarmed by infection forms. If I stayed in the tower, well, they can climb up the tower, so I didn't know what to do. So I waited a few moments, and once it looked like it might have been clear, I just climbed off the tower and ran for it. You guys are still alive? Oh! He's not alive anymore. I told him, I said, you still out here? And look what happens. Can't fit through a door. That's terrifying. Look, he tried to run. I didn't have even the remotest clue about what I would need to get into space. I had no idea. So I was searching the town for anything that seemed like it might be useful. But I mean, how can a man who knows nothing about space travel, what is he going to find to get into space? In a town like this, I was finding carrots, and little pieces of wood and string. You can't, there's no way you can go to space with that, and that's all I was finding. I was finding gunpowder, however, which I guess was useful. Maybe, I don't know. But I was getting ahead of myself with this space stuff. I needed to just focus on surviving right now. And the best way to survive was to find a way to fight the flood and push them back. Best option would have been a bow. If I could find a bow with some arrows, I could stop the infection forms from even getting close to me in the first place. But I wasn't finding that. I spent nearly the entire day looting, and I came up empty. I did, however, get a bunch of hay. So at least food was taken care of for the next few days. I wasn't sure how long I was going to stay in this snowy village for. It had walls, but clearly the flood could just climb over them. So the walls weren't really going to do much for me. The village was also way too large for one man. If I was in one zone, something could come in the other zones. And that was just stressing me out to think about that. Not to mention, I had not seen any wildlife yet. I was skeptical that I'd be able to do any sort of livestock farming, which is going to be necessary to survive this. But at the very least, I could stay here for a few days and gather some building supplies like wood, stone, whatever I would need to eventually leave and build a base somewhere where I could then start figuring out how I was going to make a rocket out of wood and sticks. Still have no idea how that's going to work. But for now, I would just, I guess, stay here. I did spend the day, however, looking and exploring the area. There was a massive hill nearby with some sort of structure on top of it. I thought that it might be worthwhile to go up and see what was going on there. So I climbed up, really hoping that there would be a bow up here or some chickens or something, but it didn't have any of that. It was just a empty building. Yeah, it's good. A couple skulls in there, some barrels. There was a bed. A big waste of time coming up here, so that's hey, it's good. It's probably a good time now to talk about this map itself. Right? This was made by Protagonist's team for the Last of Us zombie video that they did. He graciously let me use it for this video, but because this map wasn't really designed for what I was using it for, there was a mod pack I was supposed to use, but I'm using a different mod pack, so a lot of these buildings will likely be empty, which I guess kind of adds to the theme. But you know what? Getting off script right now. I needed arrows or chickens. If I could find one of those two things, ooh, I would be a man who could fight the flood very easily and be able to stop the infection forms from climbing on my head and burrowing inside of it. But sadly, after climbing up this mountain, looking around the area and going into this building, I was coming up empty-handed. So I was a man who was walking down that mountain with absolutely nothing. However, there was another way that I could get arrows. If any villagers had survived the initial flood attacks and didn't have a flood burrow into their heads, I could find a villager and teach them how to make me arrows, or rather sell me arrows. You're a farmer, right? What if you became a Fletcher? What do you think about that? You don't want to be a farmer. You want to be a Fletcher. Trust me. Where did you become a farmer? In here? All right, you're gonna stay in here for now, and then we're gonna see about this whole Fletcher business. Because maybe we got a better job for you. Once I make a fletching table, I'll be able to get this guy to start making me arrows, and then I could finally fight the flood without nearly dying every single time. But for now, though, I moved my bed and my stuff into the blacksmith house and called it a night. The next morning, though, it started snowing, which way it might look nice. You come out of your house and go, oh, it's a beautiful day out there, nice snow in the snowy village. The problem with that, though, is that it makes the flood start spawning everywhere. I guess they like the snow or something, because these things were all over the place. All right, here we go. They like move around. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Okay. What happened? It explode on my head? Oh, there's so many. Oh, he's on the skeleton. You know, I'm not too certain about what's about to happen. Okay. Okay, I can't. I spent a good chunk of the day outside cutting wood, grabbing seeds, and watching the infection forms attack mobs. They'd swarm them and then leap onto their heads and explode. And depending on the type of mob that it was that had its head exploded by these things, there was a chance that it would convert into another flood form, usually being the human, player, or villager flood form. All of these, I didn't want to be close to any of these things. They were all just terrible. They'd swing their giant, meaty flood arm at you, and it just wasn't good. So I kept my distance and fought the ones that got close. But when I went back to the village later in the day, the villager, who I had thought that I had kept safe, who was going to be the guy who was going to make me a bunch of arrows, wasn't. With his man now dead, I didn't have any other options to get arrows. There was no chickens around. Every village, I was the last man standing in the village, and I didn't know. There was no options at this point. Okay, so no more arrows for me. I guess that's good. Gonna get real close to the flood. So I started making armor, I guess, which I should have done before, but whatever. So I started mining to try to make some armor. But even down in the caves, the flood were all over the place. I need a bow. The bow is the next thing I need, because this is... They're so hard to hit. They just fly around. Okay, there's another one right here. They poison you. For now, it was relatively easy to deal with the flood. When there was only 2 or 3 of them, you could just kill them one by one. But think about when there's 20 or even 30 of these things. Leaping across rooms, climbing up the walls, jumping over... I don't know. It was starting to scare me a little bit. And that's not even factoring when more flood forms start showing up. So right now, in these early days, every single moment counted. I needed to get as much stuff as I could while I could before I couldn't. They just drop on your head from nowhere. I'm getting scared. I'm getting. Even being down here right now when the flood wasn't that strong, these things were everywhere and they were flying out of the smallest cracks, trying to explode on me. But after spending the whole night in this mine, I had a decent amount of iron so that at the very least I could survive some more flood attacks with armor. So I got that made and then realized that a shield, it was probably something that I should have made day one. Flood comes flying at me, pop the shield up, stop him from exploding on me. That was enough of burrowing into my head. Shield was gonna put an end to that. Thankfully, it was no longer snowing, so I could go outside without having waves of these things come flying at me. So, cut down some more trees, added to the wood that I'd been collecting for when I eventually leave. And yeah, it was good. On day 6, I went right back down into the mine. I needed more iron because I wanted to make better weapons. I was just using this stupid sword right now, which wasn't... There's just better things I could make. Like this saber. The saber, ooh, absolutely deadly weapon. Does way more damage than the sword, but requires more iron. So that's why I was down here getting as much as I could. And now that I had this, a better sword, plus a shield, I felt more confident in going further down into the cave. Whoa, okay, here we go. Oh, I can get on me with the shield. The shield doesn't do anything because it jumps on your head. Okay, so the shield, it does nothing. I guess they just jump around the shield and then give you a head massage. So just jump around a man's shield and get right into the head. That was good. I was down here anyways, so I just kept going, trying to get as much iron as I could, despite the flood starting to get just a little bit nutty. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. In the scramble during the attack, I completely lost track of where I was in the cave and how to get out. So I spent the rest of the day trying to retrace my steps, despite it being just a simple climb up and out. I was one lost man down there, scared, confused, and lost in the dark. I think it's partly because of how I navigate caves. The way I get around is just bad. I don't make staircases. I don't leave torches. I don't know. I just walk into dark avenues. Who does this? Watching myself. I've been playing Minecraft for years now, and I'm still doing this stuff. What am I doing? Anyways, I made it out though somehow. I smelted iron and made the last of my armor. Whoa! Glad I got that on camera. I was the last man alive in this town. There was no one else. And I think I was the last living thing in this town, to be honest. There was no animals, no farms, nothing. Just me. And I started to ask myself, why am I still here? Like, why not just leave at this point? It's not even safe here. The flood just keep coming. And I was running out of food. And there was not really a good way to get food either. Because it was just, I don't know. I started making a farm, which you're going to see didn't really work that well. I cleared out a spot next to the blacksmith and started farming what I could. I didn't really have an immediate source of food either, so I was just going to hope that these would grow quick and that I would not be attacked, because at this point I was getting pretty low on food. Speaking of which, it started to snow again, and like last time, the flood began to spawn. So I retreated back into the village, but because it was snowing and I guess the temperature was dropping, the farm that I had set up the day before was starting to freeze at this point. So I set up some torches and again thought to myself, what am I doing here? Like, why this place? And by day 9, I had enough. I was starving. My crops were growing so slowly, and I was just feeling very alone out here. I was trying to conserve as much energy as I could. I had found a crossbow somewhere, and I got some arrows from skeletons that I had been killing. But I don't know. I was just roughing it at this point. Oh. No. You are unnecessary to be here right now. Here's another thing that the flood can do. Sometimes when one of the infected forms die, they collapse onto the floor. And you might think, oh, that's a dead man right there. Don't even need to worry about that guy. Well, you know what? They can come back again. The other infected forms can resurrect these things. And so you kill it and then it's just back again. There's no beating this stuff. It was another reminder that I need to get off of this planet. I need to get out of this town first. And then I can get off the planet. But right now, this was, I don't know. I can't stay here for too long. The food situation, there's no animals out there. My farm, I'm just dealing with snow. And these things are just never ending. Like, what is this type now? You guys got name tags on them. Oh! Whoa! They do a lot of damage. Oh, he pulled me in. Okay, they're doing new moves. The problem was that the more mobs that spawned, the more the flood would consume. And sooner or later, this entire area would be overtaken. The crossbow that I had was working well. It was keeping the infection forms back, but it was no match for what was about to happen. I walked outside of my door, and I heard the massive roar of a flood horde. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds real good. Go outside and you hear something like that. What was that? Oh, I can... The problem is they pop open and then they damage me. Oh! 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 I need to start considering... I can't run. I'm too hungry. Oh! I can't live like this. You see how my frame rate went down? That tells me everything I need to know about what's going on outside right now. Look at that. They're there. They're on the roof. That one tried to pull me out the window. This is... Relax! I genuinely don't know what to do. I'm gonna assume that this entire building is surrounded by them right now. I thought maybe that would have got rid of a few of them. But I could jump out right here. Okay. Look how close I just came to dying. Randy, it sounds like they're saying what happened. I feel like they're talking to me. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? I'm going crazy. It really sounds like they're saying what happened. Like, I feel like I'm being tortured right now. My plan to escape was, just tell you right now, it was not good. Okay? It was a absolutely terrible plan. I made some campfires, I put them by the door, and I thought maybe the infected forms would come and explode on them. Okay, here we go. Walk into the campfire. Come on, walk into the campfire. I can't afford the damage. Okay, plan B. Plan B was just to jump out of a window and run. So that's what I did. These campfires don't... This was dumb. I can't even have it get close to me right now. You cannot approach me. You cannot approach me right now. I won't survive your attack. I won't survive the attack. I won't survive this. I can't run. Oh my god. I need to leave here. There's no... I can't heal myself. I thought there was going to be way more in there. By this point, most of the horde had despawned, so I went back into the village, grabbed all my crops, the wood that I had been saving up, and anything else that might be useful, then took one last walk around the town to see if there was anything else here that might be useful, and somehow I had missed a bunch of hay that was behind a building or something, so that was good. I had a big stack of hay there. So I grabbed all that, and I was just about to walk through the gate and out of this village when I realized, you know what, it is getting a little bit dark. Sun is starting to go down soon, so maybe I will spend one last day in this village. And I'm glad I did, because that night I started thinking about the two main problems that I was facing. The first was food, and with this hay in my pocket or wherever I was storing it, that was temporarily taken care of. The other problem was fighting the flood. And the biggest threat that the flood posed to me at this moment was the infection forms getting too close and exploding on me. So I needed a weapon that I could hurt them from afar with. And I remembered there was quite a few weapons that you could make with the Spartan Armory mod that I had installed. And one of them in particular would be very good at killing the flood. And that was... whatever this thing was. A pike. Yeah, a pike. It's a big long pole with a big sharp end, so I could jab these things long before they got close enough to explode on me. I can now hit. I can't. I no longer am able to use a shield, but the shield was doing nothing anyways. The shield, they would just jump on my head. They'd jump right around the shield, land on my head, explode. And now with this is not a... But I can hit... I can poke the things from so far away and keep them back. This is how a man evolves. So I slept one final night in the village. In the morning, I grabbed my bed, took one last look at the village, and hit the road. I had no idea where I was going, but I knew that I needed to find somewhere that had more food, and ideally, that food would be chickens, but just somewhere else that wasn't like this. I have to find chickens. Chickens are going to be the way a man gets through this. What is this? Road sign. All right, well, here's the main road. I'll follow it, but I have to find chickens. I kept going down the road and eventually through a forest where I found a cow, which was a very good sign. You see a cow, you think, ooh, I really wish that man was a chicken, but you know what? A cow, it's good. Tells me that there's at least animal spawning. So That was good. One cow. It could have been two, but whatever. So I kept looking, and I came across a large tower, thinking that there was there had to be something good up there. Maybe even a chicken egg for some reason. I don't know why I thought that there would be an egg of chicken up there. Egg of chicken. What am I saying right now? Egg of chicken. What is wrong? Focus on the getting off script already. I went up the tower and egg of chicken. Why did I write that? Focus. What are you doing right now? I got up to the top of the tower and there wasn't, I don't know, not really much up here. But I did spot a farm that was on the water nearby. And I thought, oh, maybe there might be chickens there or something. I don't know. But for now, I spent the night in the tower. Why? Oh, I guess at nighttime they were just all down here and I couldn't see them. Yeah, they're everywhere. Oh! They're everywhere. I was literally coming down the thing and thinking in my mind, you know what's peaceful down here? Haven't seen a flood in days. Look at this. Please have chickens in here. Are they still chasing me? Yeah, they're still coming. They don't stop. Whoa! Wait! I want to use this. All right. You're not really looking like a farm anymore, but nothing. Why would there... I'm like thinking there would be a chicken in here, like in a chest for some reason. How does that make sense? What was that? You know, I think there's a... I don't think that's gonna happen. All right. Not a single chicken here. I kept searching. I walked for a very, very long time through a forest, across a field, I don't know, through some more forest. I was following a power line. The idea is that if you follow a power line, it has to lead somewhere because like, where is it getting power from or where is it sending power to? And sure enough, it led me directly to an airport. And in my notes, I wrote, airport, gotta be chicken there. What? Getting really tired of just... Okay, come on. So I went in the airport and I started looking around for anything that might be useful in here. Ideally, there would be some eggs in a chest, but you know, let's not, I don't know. It was an airport, right? I was walking around. I didn't really find anything, but it was cool to see it. And just as I was about to leave, worst place, worst time. I heard the scream of the flood. Oh, this is a really bad place for that. This is a really bad place for that. Oh no. Oh no. Look at the windows. Climbing all over the windows. Is this sealed? No, it's not sealed. What a dumb thing to say. Are they trying? They're on the roof. They're on the roof. They're climbing up those walls. Okay, the pike works. The pike works. He's stuck in there. That's fine. They're in. Well, that's a lot of them. Go. Run. That could have been really bad. That could have been really, really bad. Look, there's only like 4 of them, but the way they're surrounding me. What am I gonna do when there's like 30? Look, they're just in the woods here. They just turned that zombie into one of them. I don't know if I should go in there. I think going into the city is a mistake. Just gonna deal with these ones. And I'll just camp here for now. They can evolve even further too. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I spent the next several days searching for chickens and somewhere to build, and I was coming up with absolutely nothing. I did find 2 diamonds at one point, but I was struggling. I still hadn't found any chickens, but this area looked amazing. The only problem was the powdered snow. Oh. Whoa, that is... Not something I considered. So I walk right back into it. No, no, no. Okay. It's dangerous in there. How do you know what's deep snow? Is it the thicker stuff? But that made me think. If a man like me would fall into the snow, well, maybe a man such as one that is infected with the flood, whatever, why would I write that? I thought the flood might fall into the powdered snow as well. Okay. Okay, here they come. And there's deep snow here. I don't want to run away from them in the forest right now where I can just fall in a pit and then... Oh, man. Oh, my. Okay. Okay. I'm going to have to use the... What is this thing? A javelin? There's so many of them right here. Oh. Okay, run. Run, run, run. I don't care about the deep snow. Look how much damage I just took. Can I hit him with snowballs? Oh, the snowballs work. They're here. Yeah, I can tell they're... Okay. I just keep poking them with the javelin. There's so many of them right there. Oh! Okay, that's too much damage. Too much damage. I can only take a little bit of damage at a time. Not another wave. I can't do it. I can't do another wave. There's a cow. Is the cow gonna be okay? Yeah, they don't care about the cow. They don't care about the cow at all. They want me. I just have to like keep poking at them. I can't let them leap on me. If they leap on my head, it's over. Oh, sheep. You don't have eyes. It's creepy when you don't have eyes. Too much health, too low, health too low, health too low. No, not another wave. I can't do 3 waves of them. Everyone I take care of is a... There's so many. There's so many. There's so many. They just don't stop coming. Are they going to go in the water? I need a base. I can't play the game anymore of running around. I need to set up a base. Since I still didn't have any arrows, I needed to find a way to make ranged weapons. And thankfully, I remembered that in the Spartan weaponry mod, there were a couple throwable weapons. The biggest of which being the javelin. By combining 3 sticks and some string, you can make a pole, and then you smack some iron onto that thing, you get a javelin. And the javelin, when you craft one, you actually get 4. You get 4 javelins you can throw. And the best part about them is you can just go pick them back up. So as long as you throw it and then go retrieve it, you'll always have up to 4 javelins that you can throw at the flood. And that night, I got a chance to test it out. Look, it just one has been created right in front of my eyes. They're hunting through the forest. It just spreads no matter where you go. Okay. The javelin didn't work. That won't work. It's too slow. Okay. Whoa! The area that I was in was pretty good looking, and I didn't want to waste any more time searching for somewhere to build, and the flood was getting stronger moment by moment, and I had wasted like 4 days doing nothing and making no progress. So I was just going to build here. The plan was to build a modest shelter that I could keep alive in and stay away from the flood. All the while, I figured out how I was going to get to space and evacuate this planet. But for now, I needed to get something built. So I started building a shelter the next day, and it was by far one of the absolute worst looking things that I have ever built in Minecraft. I made houses in RL Craft while I was getting annihilated that looked better than this, like 4 years ago. I wrote in my notes, A man's house is where his mind is. And if his mind is not where his house is, he is unwell. Okay, I'm done reading this stuff. That means nothing. I should have been making houses, not trying to write. Well, I don't even know who I thought I was writing that. I just tore down the big cube that I'd spent the day making. I figured I would come up with an idea of something else to make. I don't know. But for now, I needed at least somewhere to just keep the flood back. So I made some barbed wire, and I thought that if I made a perimeter of barbed wire around my camp, I could keep the flood out and I could sleep and make some progress. However, that didn't work at all. Yeah, where are you gonna go? No, you're not gonna go there. You're not gonna go. Way too close. Way too close. Way too close. Not another night of this. You just lose control of everything so fast. So you know what? Let's have fun on the ice. I don't think I'm gonna have fun on the ice. Oh man, there's so many. Where's my bread? It's just a full-blown war out here. See if you can swim. Okay, they can swim. As soon as the sun goes down, it just becomes whatever all this is. I should have just built a house. What was I thinking? They're so fast. The bushes are freaking me out. I can't survive this. I can't survive this. There's too much. I need to get some torches down. How fast can they swim? What is that? Like a castle thing over there. Who's faster at swimming? Me or them? Well, they're doing some weird stuff in the water. Come on, boat. Look how many there is. This isn't even a horde. This is just the nightly pileup. The next morning, I started wiping out as many flood as I could while I made my way back to the camp. I had a plan for what I wanted to build now. It wasn't just going to be a log cabin, if that's even what I was trying to build before. I don't even know what that was. But despite spending most of the day cutting down trees, my plan was to build a concrete bunker. Not made out of wood. Learn my lesson with the wood. It's going to be made out of stone. Why am I'm building out of wood right now. I ended up swapping out all of this wood for stone later, but it reminds me about this problem I have when it comes to building stuff in Minecraft. And I used to have it when I forged maps in Halo as well, but I would always try to get everything, and I still do this, I try to get everything to look right and good right away. It's like, you know when someone draws something and they're good at drawing, how they do like a rough sketch first, and it's just really rough in pencil, and then they like make it look good as they go? For some reason, when I want to skip that part. I just want everything to look good right away. And that's my expectation when I build. And I gotta stop doing that because it just makes me waste so much time trying to get everything to look good right away that I don't even give myself a chance to experiment with how to... What am I doing right now? I'm just so far off script. I replaced a lot of the wood with some stone brick, which I would later swap again for something better, I don't know. But for now, it was looking like it might be going somewhere. I don't really know where, I don't know, I was just kind of figuring this out as I went. The goal with the bunker was to have something that not only looked good, but would also keep the flood out and allow me to kill them from inside. I was going to need a lot of stone for it though, so I spent the next couple of days mining, getting stone, iron, gold, whatever resources I needed. I didn't want to spend a tremendous amount of time building this bunker, so it wasn't going to be huge, it wasn't going to be overly complex, but it was going to be safe. And that way, I would have somewhere where I could figure out how to make a rocket to evacuate the planet. I got to go from digging holes to going to space. But the bunker was getting close, so I replaced a lot of the wood with stone. I set up some windows, I made a roof. The next day, to make the roof look a bit better, I use some stone slabs to keep the profile down. It was only going to be like 4 or 5 blocks high as well. And then I got the roof built and the rest of the walls up. So yeah, I don't know. I was a man who was making progress building this thing. And with the basic stuff in place, like a roof, walls, windows, and whatever, I had a place that I could go to if I got attacked. There was going to be no more running around the fields or a forest while getting chased by like 1,000 things that are trying to leap on my head. I can just come in here, poke the flood through the gaps, and go to sleep. All right? It was going to be good. I hadn't really planned out how I was going to get in and out though, so I wanted some sort of platform on the outside that I could have my machines and test beds and storage or something up there. So I started putting some raw stone down until I ran out. And while I was smelting more, I went out and cut down some more trees to get some more logs that I would use to add us. They'd be like supports on the outside or make for walls or something. I don't know. Just give it wanted the bunker to have some more depth and texture so it wasn't just all stone. And speaking of that, I swapped out some of the floorboards with different colors of wood so that it just, I don't know. I thought this looked a little bit better. I noticed on all of this stuff where people actually know how to build stuff in Minecraft, they use like different types of blocks just to make it look a little bit better. And that's what I was trying to do here with the wood. And I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. The next day I moved some of the barbed wire to the edges of the bunker, especially around the platform that I was starting to make. I also dug out some of the terrain around the bunker to make it artificially higher, I guess. And hopefully the idea was that this would slow down the flood from attacking and getting up. I'm also assuming that eventually the flood are going to be able to break blocks. Yeah, I have no idea if that's true or not, but the idea was to plan for it just in case that happened. And lastly, I stripped some logs again, some of the ones that I had set up, just to give it a bit of texture. This whole bunker was looking good though. I was shocked how much things changed from square block that I had made at the beginning to this. Day 30, all right? And because it's day 30, you know what that means? It means things are, hey, you know what it means? I walked out of my bunker and I heard a scream, all right? That's what it means. I thought it was going to be later. Well, hopefully this works. I got my bunker. Oh. 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 Whoa. 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 I got my little jab. There's a thrown javelin. Don't have like a. Yeah, you guys can't get in, can ya? Oh! What is that? What is that? Okay, they're gonna... Okay. Do I have a bow? Oh wait, I picked up arrows, didn't I? 34 arrows. What am I doing with this javelin? Here we go. Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna lure them all away. Yeah, I can get rid of multiple like this. That's a little bit scary when you see a big group of them. I don't know what that thing is. If that wait, I know what that thing is. Will that thing pop open and spawn more? Whoa, 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 whoa. Relax, I want to shoot the big one. Oh! Oh! Okay, this is insane. My frame rate's going down. Okay. Oh, I can eliminate groups at once. Oh. Oh. That was way too close. Way too close. I don't. This is. I'm cutting it way too close right now. Yeah, it spawns. Maybe I shouldn't even kill them because it just spawns more. Why did I leave the bunker? Because I thought I was gonna lure them away. Let's go back to the bunker. No. It's just gonna get crazier and crazier. It's day 30. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. The worst is still yet to come. I need more like throwable stuff like this javelin. I ended the day by making a diamond pickaxe with the 3 diamonds that I had. Where did I get the 3rd diamond? I don't know. I hope I showed it in the video somewhere. I did not get it offline. All right, it's somewhere in there. Hopefully it's in there. I don't know. But the next day I was starting to get a little bit low on food, and I didn't want to be in a position where 1,000 men show up at my bunker and I have nothing to eat. What is that? That is what I wrote in the script. 1,000 men show up at my bunker and I have nothing to eat. I couldn't have found a better way to write that I need to be able to heal. That's how I decided to write that. Okay, so I went out and I found, oh yeah, look at this. I found chickens after all of that. Just like a casually right, I found chicken. 30 days looking for these things. Here they are. I finally get arrows now and meat. Both of those things were excellent. So I brought these men back to my bunker and I put them in a little hole. There was still some more stuff that I had to build on the bunker, but to be honest, once you start building something for like 5 days, you start thinking, what else is there to do? I'll tell you what else there is to do, Sean. I don't know why you weren't doing this. Figure out how to evacuate the planet, because there's no beating the flood. They just keep coming back. That's what I should have been doing. But here I am trying to improve the bunker. I mean, the bunker did need some more improvements. One of the biggest problems that I always face whenever I build something and there's a bunch of things trying to get in the thing that I'm building is that they tend to pool up around the outside and usually by the door that I'm trying to get out of. So for this bunker, I had an idea on how to fix that. And it was pretty simple. There would be the door out wouldn't go immediately outside. It would be a tunnel that I enter from inside of the bunker, and that tunnel would go further into the forest or somewhere else, and then it would come up from the ground. And that way I could run out of the bunker and be able to exit it if there was a giant horde around it. So I started digging these tunnels, or at least the framework of where the tunnels would go. And it worked like this. There would be a straight walk down off of the platform that I was building, and it would go into a tunnel. That tunnel would lead further into the forest, but there would also be like another tunnel that came off of that tunnel that would lead to the front of the bunker where I could have my farms or whatever. And the idea was to have a lot of tunnels and then a bunker above ground and the entrance in and out of that bunker through a tunnel somewhere else. I have no idea if I'm explaining this correctly, but I thought it would be very cool and it would look cool too. And by day 34, I may not have had the tunnels completely made, but I was fairly happy with how the bunker was, the state that it was in, that I could finally now start heading out to look for some of the supplies that I would need to evacuate the planet. And the first and biggest thing that I was going to need to do that was andesite. Okay? And you may be wondering, hey, Sean, you've spent a lot of time mining already. You've been underground, you've been in cliffs, you've been all over the place. How do you not have andesite yet? Well, surprisingly, I had not found any at all when I had been mining around here. I also kind of wanted to explore the area a little bit and see if there was anything worthwhile around here, because I hadn't really done that yet. So I got in a boat, started sailing off, looking for andesite. I thought that it wouldn't take very long to find some other island or land or something or a different biome. But after sailing for the entire day, I found nothing at all. And so I just turned right around and sailed right back. Got out of the boat, walked through the forest, and whew, there's a man there waiting for me. Whoa! Oh! What was that guy's problem? I couldn't give up though, because I was going to need this andesite if I wanted to evacuate the planet. So I tried going back into the mines. Maybe I just didn't see it for some reason, or I was mining in the wrong spot, because it's andesite. There's andesite. I don't know. It should be everywhere, right? It should be just directly below my base. It's just common rock. It'll be everywhere. So I started digging again, but the idea was this time I would make the entrance to my mine in the tunnels that I had started digging in front of the bunker. And I would dig this time in a completely different direction from where I had already started digging. And hopefully I would just find andesite pretty quickly. But after spending the entire day mining, I didn't find a single one. What was going on here? I was using a terrain generation mod in this mod pack, and I was starting to suspect that maybe the biome that I was in just didn't have andesite, and that I might have better luck if I tried searching for it elsewhere, maybe on a mountain or in a big exposed cave or maybe in a rock face somewhere. I just wasn't going to find it here. So I decided to, again, leave and try to find it elsewhere. So I walked out of the bunker, crossed the snowfield, and started walking the coast. I have to say, look how beautiful this biome is. It looks absolutely incredible. The coast here, with all the exposed rock and everything, it just looks so good. It almost made me forget that I was looking for andesite. But I was checking everywhere. I was looking at all the rocks. I was looking into exposed caves. I was checking. There's a lot of stone here, and I was hoping that it would just be in this area. But I wasn't finding anything. I was, however, getting lots of iron that I was just assuming that I'm probably going to need at some point to get to space. So I was just taking as much of this as I could. I discovered, though, that you could make andesite out of diorite and rock. But I wasn't even finding diorite. However, it was still good to know that if I couldn't find andesite, there was at least something else that I could find to get andesite. So, but I felt like the wandering man. I was walking the coast looking for special rocks. Gravel and rock. Unless is that andesite? It's just gravel and rock. The snowy biome stuff just goes on forever. Oh. I searched all day and ended up sleeping on the edge of the rock formation, just further up the coast. In the morning, I walked a little bit further up, and I realized that the coast is likely going to be all the same, or at least, I don't know. My confidence in finding andesite around here was getting a little bit lower. So I decided to cut inland and see if I could find something there, or maybe a different biome or something. And shortly after heading inland, I found a cave, which I ended up going pretty deep into, but nothing down here. Came up empty-handed. I was starting to find it very difficult to believe that there was no way that I had not found andesite at this point. Like, how have I not found it? I was searching everywhere for it. I think I even got on Discord, started messaging like Robert, saying, Robert, where's the andesite? And Robert said, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're playing right now. And I went, oh, okay. A man looking very... What am I talking about right now? What am I talking about right now? I had nothing. I came up out of the cave empty-handed again. But I did see in the distance that there was a tower, which I immediately walked over to and said to one of the dumbest things I've ever said on this channel. Whoa. Is that andesite up there? Is that Detroit or whatever it is? Dezoit? I don't know what it's called. What's this? Yes. That's the city of Detroit. What was going on with me this day? But the tower didn't have much. The lighthouse, however, down there was a completely different story. So I got down and I started looting. There was a ton of food all around here. But more important than that, there was a bunch of men in the tower. And do you remember what happened to the last group of men I saw? They all got annihilated by the flood. These men were alive and they were willing to work. So I got a fletching table and I used it to convert one of them into a fletcher. And after a couple attempts, I got him to agree to accept sticks for emeralds, and hopefully he would later give me arrows for those emeralds. And that would solve my whole ranged attack problem that I was having against the flood. But I wasn't going to get into all that right now. For now, I wanted to get the andesite, or Detroit, that was at the top. But sadly, neither of those things were here. What I thought was diorite was actually calcite. And the andesite was just walls, not blocks. So once again, I left. There was a small cave opening in the forest nearby. So I took a peek in there and, okay, I'm just now realizing that, okay, we're getting close to a point in this video that I have been dreading showing to people. All 40 of my IQ points are about to be on display here soon. So just see that in a second. But the next morning, I noticed that nearly all of the animals in the nearby fields were now emitting some sort of grain gas or something. So yeah, I'm thinking about what you're about to see. Okay, it's what's wrong with these chickens? They've all got the... I think they're all infected. Look at this. Infected. I started mining in another nearby exposed cave, and here it is, guys. You know what? Let's just get it over with. Everyone can see... Everyone gets to see me use 100% of my brain to figure this out. I found one of those stash hideouts or whatever it is for the Alex Caves mod. These are small rooms that you can find underground, and in them, there's a little puzzle for you to know. I had no idea how this puzzle worked, so what you're about to see is me attempting to figure this whole thing out. Cave tablet. Splunkery table. Oh, it's this. All right, let's try this. Find Hazmat. Attempts 5. Select a word to attempt to guess. This one. Okay, so that's not Hazmat. That's not Hazmat. That's not Hazmat. Yeah. Oh, I got it. No, I didn't get it. It just broke. Brainiac. Select a word to... What is it? Oh, what's this do? What? Leak. How does that help me? L-E-K. So it's a long word. What's this? Hazmat. Nuclear. Okay, well, this gotta be Brainiac. Radrock. Oh! Brainiac is right. Furnace. Am I just trying to... Is it just a guess? Melt. Bomb. How do I... My intelligence was on full display here doing this. Full display for the world to see. Acid. Okay, look at this. Glowing. So I. So that 2 dots is an I, and it's an acid. So those 2 dash marks is an I. So that could be an I right there. That could be an I. But we know it's the second to last. So it could be this. What just happened? Oh! I have to get it 3 times? Polymer. That doesn't help me at all. Something just exploded on the other side of the wall. E-R. Oh, that's a big one. No, it's not, because T-U-F. Oh. Oh. So, see this little, like, smiley thing? It's gotta be the second. So look at this one. I got it. Tough. Toxic. Okay. T-O-X-I-C. See that? Or what about this? No, because there's 2 of them there. Oh, this is really working my brain right now. It's got to be this, right? No, this one's got to be this one. Oh. Okay, so we do know for sure that that's an O, though. So what about this one? Oh, why did I click without thinking? There's an O here with a crazy symbol right there. Have I used that symbol yet? No. There's 3 more. Oh, well, look how big that word is. Oh, I'm not going to get it. It's either this or this. Oh! Remnant? That's huge. I clicked the wrong one. I meant to click this one. Remnant. I can't do this. This doesn't, you can't do it with a man like me. Oh, this is just, that could be it. Oh, why do I just do it without? And we know that A is this thing. So we're looking for a letter that's got this in front of it. See this thing? I know that's an A. I gotta really slow down before I click. Furnace. Okay. It doesn't have the E. It looks like it. Oh, wait. It ends with an E here. W-A-S-T-E. Cave Codex. Adding toxic caves to general cave compendium. Most of the terrain of the toxic caverns because of radrock and... Well, what? I wasn't supposed to click on it. I was supposed to turn it into a map with the paper I had. So I have to do this again. Oh. Okay, now if I put this here, I do this. Cave biome map. I was doing that puzzle for like an hour. I was in that room for like several days trying to figure out that puzzle. But now it was day 40 when I climbed out of that cave and onto the surface. I still had no leads on the andesite, but at least now I had a map to a toxic cave. And a toxic cave, ooh, that was the best cave that I could possibly hope for, because in the toxic cave, there's all sorts of stuff that I could get that I could use to make weapons to annihilate the flood. A toxic cave is like paradise for me. I was so happy to find that. So I grabbed the map, started looking at it, and realized I have no idea how to follow a map in Minecraft. Zero clue how to get to the cave. But I had to get there, because if I got there, oh, the stuff I could get from that, the toxic waste. I could make bombs, I could make weapons. There's so much I could do. I just needed to get to the cave first. However, in my excitement, it didn't click into my brain that it was day 40. And because it was day 40, I was about to get attacked by another wave of flood. So I followed the map into a village where I was met with the familiar, just the sound of all the flood coming. And in this attack, I was about to see one of the most insane things I have ever seen in Minecraft. You guys are probably going to want to run out of here. You're definitely going to want to run out of here. Okay, they're coming. Inside. Run. You, get up here. This man's running. Okay, they're coming. He's running. Don't run into them. Oh, he's going on his head. Oh, whoa! Oh, look at that! He's going... Oh! He's still got it on his head. He still has it on his head. So follow me. What are you doing? What are you... Oh, they're eating the pig. Okay. Dave, this is... I can't read the map right now. Oh! What is that? Okay. Get to the lighthouse. Skeletons, fire back. Not at me. And where's the andesite? It's not the time for this. I need to know where the... Look at that thing. Okay. Close the door. What is going on up there? He's going for it. Fight them. He's doing everything he can. Look at the size of that thing. He's trying. He's going. There he goes. Look out there. Look, there's just armies of them now. You're gonna get better now. I had left my bunker like 10 days ago to find andesite. How had I not found it by this point? This was it. You know what also I'm thinking about right now? I needed a specific type of rock to make a rocket. And I've got something stupid written in my script here about rock and rocket. I'm not even gonna read it. Just gonna scroll. Yep, scrolling down the page here in the script. There's a lot of text about that. No need to read any of that. Don't know what I was thinking right now. But I was a man stuck in on the lighthouse, surrounded by flood. And I did what any man would do in a situation like this. Run. What is that? Iron. Oh. Okay. 40. Ooh. Okay. Take the cactus. I don't care about it anymore. I'll take the raw iron. Go. Oh, they're jumping at me. Oh. Where am I supposed to go? I don't think this...
I don't think I'm following the map correctly.
I think I was following the map correctly, but I don't know. It didn't seem like the white thing was moving the way that I thought it was moving. I would like walk out into... I have no idea what I was doing here. You'll have to excuse all of this. I was just one lost and confused man trying to figure this map out. I was like going everywhere in each direction. I was going in and out of the water, across fields, back across the field. I was into towers. I had zero clue what I was doing with this map. But I was stopping whenever I found any sort of exposed cave that looked like it might have andesite in it.
Okay, time to get off the mountain. I completely forgot about this powder to snow stuff. Wait, do I have leather? I can make leather boots, right? Then you can walk on this stuff? If my calculations are correct. Andesite? Oh! It's like a joke. No andesite. See, I don't want to get too far into these things. Like, look at what's going on down here. The pod explodes and it just... This world is doomed.
I made it back out of the cave and onto the surface, but it was night, and that meant that all sorts of flood were spawning and multiplying.
Let's see you getting me through the powdered snow. Okay, you can just walk across it easily. There's so many of them at night now. I want to take down a big one because they drop good stuff. It's not going to be easy. There's just so many of them now. They're using crossbows. That one just shot a crossbow. I have one heart and they have crossbows now. Okay. Okay. I need to get to that house. I'm not even gonna say it. Not even gonna say I hope something's in here. Hey, you guys having a good night? Where are you? Don't be opening any doors, alright? Ooh, look at all that pie you got. Hey! Oh, wide open, eh?
I wasn't entirely sure where I was going or even if I was following the map correctly, but I felt a little bit more confident now that I was. So I just kept following it and, yeah, I had my eyes open the entire time looking for andesite.
Okay, I'm in a mountain right now. There has to be andesite here. Seems like I'm getting closer to the bunker. Look at this view, though. All this forest and no andesite. Is it andesite or andesite? Andesite. I've been saying it. What have I been saying? Andesite? Andesite. Doesn't matter what I've been saying because it doesn't exist. It's like saying, ooh, it's nothing. It doesn't exist in this world. Not a word. Why? Why aren't you a cliff made of andesite? Oh! Oh! That guy's hiding behind a tree. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ow! Look how much damage he just like half my health in one swing. They're getting stronger. Holy moly. I hope there's andesite in this cave.
I'd been walking for a fair amount of time by this point, and still... So, I don't even need to write it down. There was no andesite in this world. You know what? I'm gonna be honest right now. I'm kind of worried that I walked past it multiple times, but just didn't see it. You know when someone walks past diamonds in a video and there's like 100 comments? I'm starting to get a little bit worried that I walked past it a few times, but I don't know. I walked into this forest biome without even realizing it.
These biomes blend together really well. I didn't even realize that. How long do you think it takes to cut down this tree? Oh! Don't blow that thing up. Skeleton, stop. 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 Okay, okay. No. I can't hit a berry bush. It's still coming. This seems like an andesite place, doesn't it? Oh! That's andesite! That's andesite right there! That's andesite right there! If it's gravel and I just mistook it, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna walk straight into the flood pod. Please don't be gravel. I don't know. I can't think right now. Please be andesite. Please be andesite. Please be andesite. Please be andesite. Oh, please be andesite. Please be andesite. Please be andesite. Please be andesite. I'm gonna put my bed right here. Oh, please be andesite. There it is. Oh. Raining. Okay, you know what? You want to rain on my parade? Doesn't even matter. I'm just gonna go right here. Get out of the rain. I'm gonna make a campfire.
Now that I had andesite and a beautiful view, I couldn't help but think about two things. One, it was a very, very long back from here, and I'd have to carry a lot of andesite with me and all of the cool stuff that I had found. And two, this area looked very beautiful. It's not often you get a view like that in Minecraft, and yeah, maybe that bunker I was building wasn't that cool, you know? I didn't even leave anything in the bunker. I think there was just some iron there. Had a lot of stuff on me right now. I don't know, I was thinking maybe, just maybe, I'd relocate here. But for now, I just got my pickaxe out and started mining out as much andesite as I thought that I might need. Occasionally, though, I would stop to look at the view and consider for a moment if I should move here. And that's one thing that a man like me should never do, because it just ended up completely derailing what I was working on and sending me on a wild goose chase.
This should be my base here. But I've already built the whole bunker. Well, I haven't built the whole bunker. And you can come down into here. Yeah, you're ruining it with all that noise here. Look, andesite more. These annoying berries. I want it. I look at that tree. I have to cut that down. It's like my duty to cut down that tree. Is it? It's hard to tell when you're down here. Oh, this one? Look at the size of this thing. Look at the size of these trees. Oh, that's all it takes? And now I just have like unlimited wood. Did I take out the mega one? Oh, I haven't. That's it right there. This is the mega right here. This thing has to come down. Oh. Is it too big? I think it's too big. It's too big. But these ones I can take down, right? Yeah. The amount of spruce I have now. Okay, I know that bunker I was making was looking good and kind of cool, but it's very far away. And I'm pretty sure the only thing I have back there is some gunpowder. And some food. And those chickens that I put in a hole. But this area, with all the andesite, that bunker I was making was looking cool. But this, look at the, you can't beat this view. Like imagine this. This is what I see outside of my house. You can't beat that. And the sun sets over there. I wish it set over there, but whatever. It will rise over there. It's perfect. Like look at this. It's beautiful. Off camera, I considered for a while if I should move my base here, but I decided against it. Even though this area was far nicer looking, it had all the resources that I wanted, and I felt like I was pretty protected from the flood since it was uphill, and I don't know. But I decided not to move here because I already had built a bunker, so what am I going to do? Just build it again? I have to think of something new to build, so I packed up my stuff and hit the road. I was glancing at the map every now and then to see if I was heading towards the toxic cave that had originally sent me in this direction, and as it turns out, I was. I think I understand the map. Look at this. I'm actually moving it now. See? And apparently I'm above the toxic caverns right now. Why did I say caverns? It's caves. It says caves. But this is it. The toxic caves are below me. So if I go down here, I'm kind of walking away from it now, but... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Actually, whoa. Oh, that's a big drop. I can't. Yeah, see that? Things are looking a little bit weird down here. I can't survive that drop, can I? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We're here. Definitely here.
I had finally found the toxic cavern. If you remember, the reason why I wanted to find a toxic cave was because it had everything I needed to make a nuclear bomb, which I was planning to detonate, blasting everything alive, just as I escape the planet on a rocket. This place was good. Just a giant cave full of toxic waste that can strip a man's flesh straight off his bones. Perfect for someone like me who has extremely poor situational awareness. That was good.
I feel like I should really have a shield. Okay, what is this? Radiation. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Kind of nervous to touch this stuff. You're not coming for me, are you? What is this? It's gonna make me ill? Uranium fever, great. Yeah, I'm ill. I'm ill. Get rid of it. Can't be touching stuff like that. Now I'm ill. I'm not just ill, I'm irradiated. It's not just being sick, it's... What does it do? Okay. Okay.
So being irradiated meant that while I had the debuff, I would not regenerate health, despite how much food I ate. There were some special foods that I could craft that would regenerate my health when I ate them, but the best way to get around being irradiated was to just never become irradiated in the first place. And the way that was done was with a hazmat suit. If I wanted to spend any time at all in this cave, which I did, I was going to need a hazmat suit, because without one, it was only a matter of time before I would die down here. Fortunately for me, everything I needed to make a hazmat suit would already be in this cave. I just first needed to find it and figure out how to deal with the man who tried to lick me to death.
2, 1. Okay, I'm not irradiated anymore, so it just goes away. Eat some food and hopefully, yeah, I regenerate. All right. I don't need flint. I would make arrows if I had flint, but I don't. Okay, yeah, I don't know how to deal with this guy. He's got that tongue. He's got that. You never like a man who's got a long tongue, you know? 4 shots. Okay, he's got to be getting low now. Oh, I'm irradiated again. I need a shield. Wooden shield, get that. And give me the iron. Huge waste of iron, but whatever. Is that all you can do? It's just the tongue attack, right? Just the tongue? Oh yeah, I can bash them back. Okay, this is good. He's on the... Okay, look at my health. I can make iron arrows. This is such a waste, but... Oh, and I can load them into the crossbow. Okay, good. Good. Oh, that was nearly very bad. I don't know what I'm doing down here. And now I'm irradiated. Oh. I need to figure out several things right now. First of which is that gas mask again. How do I make it? I need polymer. I need a lot of polymer. It's all polymer. And I get polymer with a bottle of radon, toxic paste, sulfur dust, and iron. Okay, how do I get the bottle of radon? Not a clue. How do I get the toxic paste? So I can't do any of that until I set up all the machines. That looks like sulfur to me right there. I need that. I need that. Whatever you dropped, I need that. I just got toxic paste. Was that from the roach that I killed? There's more toxic paste up there. Look at that. Or is that uranium? There's the flood. There's the flood. I do not have enough health for the flood. What is this? Charred remnant. I can use that to make a nuclear furnace component. Nuclear siren. Furnace component. What can I use that for? Cracked waste drum. Oh yeah, they're here. Yep, they're all over the place. All right, I need more of this waste. This stuff is annoying me. It's all sulfur right here. I want that. More paste. The tongue. Oh. Oh, it's so scary. It's so scary. The tongue plus those things. I think the guy with the tongue just ate one of the infection forms. Trust me, my man, you do not want to eat one of those guys. Look how much paste I got now, though. That's great. I can use that, make the polymer. I just need to figure out how to get that. Once I figure out how to get that, we're all good. A bottle of radon is a gas capture. What was that? What is that guy carrying? Okay, what was I reading? Is a gas captured in a glass bottle that has been expelled from a toxic fume spewing geothermal vent. Perfect. I got a ton of glass on me right now. I did not, in fact, have any sand, so I surfaced and started looking for it. But I got distracted by this large meteor that I found. However, it was getting dark, so I didn't have time to investigate it. I returned back to the cave, slept in my temporary little safe house that I had set up down there in the cave. And in the morning, I went back up to the surface and completely forgot about the meteor because I thought there was way more important things to deal with right now. Like getting glass so that I could make the polymer plates for my hazmat suit so that I could explore deeper into the cave and get the resources I needed to make a nuclear bomb. But there was flood everywhere. Okay, there's flood everywhere right now for some reason. There's flood everywhere. You come out of the cave and you got flood. Oh, they're just... Why am I using a regular sword? I spent nearly all day looking for sand, but eventually found a village which not only had sand near the water, but it also had a ton of food too. And once I had it all, I stopped by the meteor to loot it. Yeah, there is a chest. See, I was gonna walk away. I was saying there's no way there's something in the inside, but the other voice in my head was saying there. I got back to the cave and started smelting my glass. While I waited, I used iron to make steel, which I then used to make a steel saber. I think this thing was mildly more powerful than the iron one that I had. I mean, I would assume it would be since you had to use a lot of iron to make steel, but I don't know. I never had a steel item before. But this all I got completely interrupted doing this when I heard one of the worst sounds imaginable. Okie dokie. What is that? What was that? The next thing I needed to make the polymer plate was sulfur. Sulfur, you get it on these giant like pillar things that grow out of the ground. And fortunately for me, there was one smack dab in the center of this entrance to the cave, which seemed at the time to me relatively safe to go and get. I don't like getting licked. Okay, he's doing significant damage to me now. He's gonna lick me again. He's gonna lick me again! Stop licking me! No. These brainiacs were getting at it. I don't even know if that's what they're called. The tongue guys. They were getting out of hand. I had to do something about them, but I was completely out of flint, so I didn't have any arrows to shoot at them. However, I learned that I could use iron, which I had a lot of. Kind of wish I saved it in retrospect, but I had a lot of iron, and I used it to make iron bolts for my crossbow. That tongue is fast. There we go. Put it down. Put it down. It's mine, whatever that is. Just as fast as I was dealing with these things, more things were just starting to pop up all over this cave. There's so many. Look at that thing. What is that? That's a nuclear creeper, isn't it? Stop! I hate these things! Stop!
I was getting close to being able to make polymer plates for the hazmat suit. The next thing though that I needed was toxic gas, which I could collect with the bottles that I had just made. But the only thing was that I needed to find like a geyser, this like little vent that's coming up out of the ground. They usually spawned near toxic lakes or toxic ponds or something. So I started mining around until I found one, and I was able to get the gas.
Whoa. Scared of one of the guys who licks coming. Oh, look at that. It's one of the vents I need. Should have found a way to get to it. Whoa, that's... Oh my. That skeleton almost just ruined everything for me. Why is there zombies? Yeah, go in the acid. It's good. Go for a swim. See you later. I don't want to waste my... Every time I shoot, it's a quarter of an iron. I just need to get to that vent. Okay, getting out of here.
I finally had everything I needed to make the polymer plates, so I did.
I'm excited to finish up with the cave and get my bomb, and then I can start doing the create stuff. Let's see how much I can make right now. 32. What is that sound? You can't have a man hear a sound like that when he's in a cave. I may have made too much. Hazmat mask. Hazmat pants. Hazmat chest plate. And finally, is there hazmat boots? Hazmat looks like I made way too much. All right, perfect. Let's throw the boots away. All right, I'm gonna store my iron armor in here. Store the sulfur, store the radon. I'm gonna see if I can do more with it. Hazmat suit. Pants. Got it all. Okay, look at this. Look at this. I'm immune to the toxic waste.
Now I could finally start collecting the stuff that I would need to make a nuclear bomb. I was gonna need 4 blocks of iron, uranium rods, 2 fissile cores, and a block of uranium. Most of these items are toxic, so holding them without a hazmat suit would irradiate me, and it would just be a nightmare getting home. So even though that I could have, I mean, realistically, I could have gotten a lot of this stuff without the hazmat suit. The hazmat suit just made it way easier. So I don't know. The first thing though that I was gonna need to get now was uranium. So I'm gonna have to go, uranium mining.
See this uranium? Watch this. I can handle it. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. It's like it may as well be nothing. Can handle all the uranium. Not even a problem. See that cockroach over there? The one that I definitely just hit with both arrows there. 2 bullseyes. Don't even care about that thing. He's taking off. That was dumb of me. What is that sound? What is the sound of that? What is going on? What is going on? My heart's racing right now. What was that? Oh, it was one of the creepers. It was one of the nuclear creepers. It went off. Look at that over there. I wonder if the flood caused it to explode. The flood is going nuts down there. Okay, the flood are here. I do not want that thing to explode on me. I don't want this thing to explode on me either. I got way too many things around me that explode on me. Oh! Great. The flood are just gonna go to town on everything now. That's fine. They'll clear all the mobs up for me. I need to go down through there. This is such a bad situation, man. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. He's climbing. I forgot they can climb. Oh, go, 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 go. It's dripping, whatever it is. Okay. Okay. It's really good that I got this hazmat suit on. What was that? Now there's a river of acid. Look at that creeper. How am I radiated? I've got the equipment on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, don't bring that over here. Are you crazy? A really bad situation to be in right now. This is a terrible, terrible situation to be in. Why have I missed 3? What am I doing right now? See what happens when I get stressed? I just missed. There's 3 swings there. Something's going on above me right now. It's the flood. Perfect. I don't know if I'm immune to this stuff. I might be immune to it. I'm gonna step in it and see what happens. Oh my god, it's so deep. Did I take any damage? Did I get irradiated? Did it shred my armor? Oh, it's so deep. It's just like water. Is it just like water, Sean? Are you confident that it's just like water? Oh! Wait, those things are friendly, aren't they? I gotta get in there. Swimming through this stuff just doesn't seem right. Oh! What are you doing in there? I don't think this guy can go through doors, so we're gonna do this. Oops. Gonna have to... That's my fault. Don't let... Ah, he still can irradiate me. I guess the tongue is so strong that it... No, not doing that. Alright, what do we got in here? Oh! I could have got a hazmat suit. Are you kidding me? Music disc, slam, splunky, a cave tablet, a cinder block. This stuff I can eat. Look at all this. Oh, I got one! Oh, it's 2 of those guys. Oh, they're pulling me! Give me the food that I can eat. Give me the food that I can eat. Give me the food that I can eat. Okay. There's 3 of them! This is not good at all. What do I have? Strength. Oh, I get strength from it. It's the tongues. You pop out and there's... Where's my shield though? I'm out of arrows. Can I craft more arrows right now? No, of course I can't. Okay, I gotta leave and come back. I'm just gonna try to swim around. He licked me through the ass. Those are the guys that I have to kill. Look, he's running. He knows where I'm going. Hey, you gotta relax. What's he licking at? That guy's got the longest tongue in the world. Holy moly. What am I taking damage from? That. Stop, please. I'm freaking out right now. How long is that tongue? How long is the tongue? Surely the tongue's not that long. There's another creeper about to go off. He's gonna go off. He's getting away from that sound. Look at all the radgill. Because it's spawning in here and then dying. I got a radgill farm. Didn't even mean to make it. 10 radgill. Cooked radgill. Look at that. I'm gonna get more uranium because I'll probably need a lot of it. Just a man mining uranium with a siren going off next to him. Whoa! Whoa! Those just came out of nowhere. That's way too many times. He is taking on everything. Even the Radgill. Even the Radgill. And he's going, he doesn't even care. He's running right through the acid. Whoa, I can zoom in more. Whoa, I can zoom right in. Didn't know that. Oh, look, he killed that thing and he got me. Oh, he got me all sorts of good stuff. Thank you. I'm gonna let this guy do what he's got to do to get me the stuff I need. Because look, you're seeing like toxic goo and stuff everywhere. Oh, I dropped one of those things. I need that. Okay, he's distracted with the fish. I'm going for that. I'm going for that thing. Oh, he's swimming up. Give me this. Okay, I got another one. Or my first one, sorry, not another one. I have 59 uranium. That's got to be enough. Look at this. Oh, and I got another one of these things. What is this? Yeah, another one. Good. Radgill everywhere. It's unlimited Radgill. I discovered the Radgill farming method. Some more string. I can make a bow finally. 22 Radgill. It's a Radgill farm.
Before I left this cave, I wanted to get absolutely everything that I would need to not ever return here again. And one of the other items that you can make while being in this cave, or with the stuff from this cave, is a nuclear furnace. You can use the nuclear furnace to create more fissile cores. I believe you can also make plutonium with the nuclear furnace. And the plutonium I would use to make a upgraded nuclear bomb. So before I left, I wanted to get a nuclear furnace, or at the very least the components I could use to make a nuclear furnace in the event that I needed one. But to get a nuclear furnace, I was gonna need to kill a lot of the brainiacs, or the tongue guys, because they were the ones that dropped charred remnants. And you needed quite a few of those to make a nuclear furnace component.
That brings me to 4. Just need 4 more. Why did I just clap there? It's unnecessary.
I, in fact, needed way more than 4, but I didn't know that at the time. I was gonna need to kill a lot of these things.
Big mistake. Oh, that creeper helped me. Oh, he's dead. Did the stuff just burn up, though? Did the items I need just burn up? What? Give me that green stuff. What is it? Oh, that's not what I thought it was. What is that? Doesn't this heal me? Yeah, it does.
I spent a lot of time in this cave, harvesting everything I needed, fighting a lot of brainiacs, tongue guys, gathering supplies, smelting stuff. I was a man rolling around in a toxic cave, and I only needed 1 more charred remnant, but I was out of arrows. The main thing that I was using to kill the brainiacs.
I just need to aggro. I missed. Oh, I got him! I got him! I got him! Right there, right there.
I packed up everything I needed and got out of there.
Get out of here. Just get out of here. Get out of here. Not worth it. Go. Just go. You open the door 1 time. Look what's going on down there. I'm using extra. I almost forced through the wall. That should be everything I need to make the nuclear bomb, but who knows?
When I got up to the surface, I was finally ready to return to my bunker. So I looked up the coordinates I wrote down and started the long journey back. By late afternoon on day 54, I made it back.
There it is. Okay. Actually, it wasn't as far as I thought it was. If I need to go back to that cave, I can do it. But the way I got to that andesite was terrible. I went that way and really far down there, and then really far down there, and then really far there, and then really far there, and then really far that direction. And then to get back, I just walked right back here. Should have just walked that way to begin with. But I'm back. How are you guys doing? Oh, you're looking good. Yeah, it's good to be back. It's good. It's good to be back. Put my second bed there. Let's load some of this stuff in.
I spent the rest of the day unloading stuff, organizing chests, and getting ready to finally dive into the create mod and use the andesite that I just traveled so far to get. If I want to get off this planet and get out of here before the flood takes over and the nuclear bomb that I was planning on making goes off, I needed to start making the rocket that was going to carry me off this planet. And to do that, I needed to learn everything I could about the create mod. To start, I needed to make andesite alloy, which I did with 2 pieces of andesite and 2 iron nuggets. Andesite alloy seems like the foundational block of the create mod. It just seems like most recipes use andesite at some point in their, I don't know, all the stuff you need to make for it. It seems like everything needs andesite, which is why I spent so much time trying to get andesite and why I was originally considering building my base near the andesite deposit, but I was hoping that I had enough. Anyways, once I had some andesite alloy, I put down a log, spruce log. I stripped it with my axe, and then I infused it with the andesite alloy.
Do I need to strip it first and then? There it is. Now how do I get this? Do I just pick it up like that? Now I can use this portable storage container or interface. We want the mechanical press, mechanical saw, mechanical contraption door, mechanical Robert.
It's hard to imagine, but I'm going to be going from combining rocks and wood to space travel over the next 40 days. How's that going to happen? I have no idea, but you know what? I'm going to try to figure this all out.
Look at this. I got a mechanical press. Zero idea how to use it. Not a clue. Don't want to be out here at night, though. How much andesite did I just go through? No, not a lot. But andesite and iron seem to be pretty valuable, so gonna have to get that figured out. There, look, in the woods. They're never far. And this one's got a crossbow. Oh, this one's right here. You wake up, you get a look at them. Oh, one right there, too. Great. Yeah, I just get to have a man laying there now. That's perfect.
I was going to need this press to do a lot of things. You need to take like ores or rather iron, I guess, and other metals and press them down. And to do that, you obviously, I mean, the name of the press, right? It presses it down into sheets. But in order to use the press, much like many of the other machines in the Create mod, they all need power. So I thought, okay, I'll attach a hand crank to it and force it down myself. But that did not work, obviously. Don't know what I was thinking there. So then I started setting up a water wheel, like a big contraption I was building, with the idea that water will run over the wheel, which will generate power, and then power the press. But I got distracted.
I wish I didn't have this guy just jiggling right here. Just got a man. I'm trying to build a contraption 2 feet from me. Got a man just doing that. Let me get rid of this. I don't want that there. Oh, I'm pushing him around now. Here. An idea. Come on. A perfect spot for you. going in here. There, you guys. Got something for you. Nope, I don't got anything for you. Looks like he's... I don't know.
Okay, so I don't know what I was doing with that, but so I put some water down into my big water wheel contraption, and after a few moments, it started to turn the wheel, which at this point, this was functional. This was a machine that would have powered the press. However, I didn't know that. I thought that the press, if it was functional, would have started to move. It would have just gone up and down, regardless of if there was something in it or not. So... since it wasn't moving, and I don't know, I thought that I had set this whole thing up wrong. So I spent the next, no kidding, 2 days trying various forms of the same thing, all of which worked, but I didn't bother trying to test it. Had I just put a single piece of iron underneath the press, it would have just worked. But I didn't bother to test it. I assumed it wasn't functional, and I went absolutely insane trying to make this thing work. I spent days trying to get this thing operational, and I only stopped because I got interrupted by a horde. But I didn't let that... while the horde was attacking me, my brain was still going a mile a minute trying to figure this thing out.
Not now. Not now. How do I make this work? I can't be dealing with the... where's my sword? Look at my frames drop. You know something bad's happening. They're fast now. They're really fast now. I have no arrows. Perfect. Perfect. I take them down one by one. Oh! You don't like me? Don't like the bees! That's not gonna work. That is not gonna work, Sean. One by one. One by one. Oh, I can't do one by one. Maybe I can use the water here to make the water wheel work. Does it need to be submerged in water? I really don't want to watch a YouTube tutorial. Oh! What if I place it in here? I can't be thinking about it right now. It's so hard to think about the water wheel plus this. Theoretically, if I... Okay, so think about the physics of a wheel. Wheel spins, right? Stop spinning! You're not spinning. It's so hard to think about the wheel plus this. Okay, so the wheel spins. It needs fluid moving over the wheel. But then there's a gear shaft ratio. Who's this guy? Oh! Not these guys. Oh! Aha! You can't jump over water, can you? I'm scared of it. Just go around it, then I just do... Look at that. You guys go... I do this. Oh! Oh! Whoa! Ow! Oh! Poison arrow! So the wheel needs to spin. It needs to be in water. And the faster the water spins, but maybe it's the gear ratio. Maybe I'm going about using the gears all wrong. Maybe I need like a larger gear and then like some sort of... Because clearly gear ratio matters. They're different size gears. I know with airsoft, I like to use a 13-to-1 gear ratio on my AEGs. Don't talk about that right now. Okay. Oh! Too much damage. Too much damage. I have no idea how I'm gonna get the gear to work. I was really hoping that while running here... An arrow! Give me this. No, I shot the wrong guy. Wait, do I have acid still? Do I have a bucket of acid? No, I don't. I don't have anything. Oh, being out here at night is such a bad idea as well. I'm gonna try to run back to my house. There's spiders everywhere. Go, go. Please fight the Enderman. Shoot the Enderman with an arrow. Look at him in the eyes. Do something. Just don't do something to me. Why is there still spiders? What is going on with the spiders? That's a future 100 Days video. Oh, he was sitting in the tree. The flutter's going nuts out there. They jump through the cracks. How do I make this machine work? Once I understand the basics, I can upgrade this bunker. I can start making the rocket. I can make the bomb. Oh my god. It's just... That is too much. He's got a sword. I want that. The energy sword. I need that. Here he comes. I might need to use a bucket of acid on him. Can I hit him through here? Well, maybe I don't want to use the bucket of acid because I don't want to... How many feathers? I got 12. I'm going to have to use all this iron. 16 of it. Or 12 of it. It just sucks to keep using iron like this. He's stuck in a tree. Come on. Just keep... What? 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 What have you done? He's down. What is going on? No, 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 no. I'm using the andesite. I'm using the andesite. No, 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 no. Stop, 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 stop. Stop. This is... Don't be drinking stuff. This is so bad. This is... Go, 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 go. Oh. Did they destroy part of the... What do you mean, did they? Of course they did. That changes everything. I want that sword, though. I can't be figuring out all this wheel business while this is... I can't even think about the flood right now. Like, the fact that they can now break blocks. When did that happen? They're still up there. I don't know why I thought they wouldn't be up there. Okay, I try to kill as many... Oh, that's so difficult. Eat the acid. Yeah, yes. Burn in the acid. I have 1 heart. When did I have 1 heart? When did I have 1 heart? What is going on? Does he have a needler? He's got a needler. Who's this guy? No, no! I don't like when they start... What are you drinking? I like a dwarf there. What are you drinking? Whoa! Terrible dwarf impression. What dwarf was that? Look at all this stuff over here. I'm allowed in the acid. I'm the acid man. Alright. This is all wrong.
It wasn't. But back to my stupid invention in a second. The bigger issue was the flood and how they could now break blocks. I had no idea. When I was planning this mod pack out, never once did I think the flood were going to get the ability to break blocks. That was genuinely concerning to me. And I had no idea what I was going to do about it. The other threat now that I was facing were the Sangheliforms, which were starting to show up more and more. And I didn't like the Sangheliforms. They were the large glowing guys that were running around, cracking rounds off at me. These things were deadly. 1 or 2 hits from them up close, and they would kill me. They could also, even talk about this, they could also raise up the previously killed flood. So it wouldn't matter if I wiped out a giant group of them. Remember that guy who was just jiggling on the ground there? Yeah, that guy could come back. The Sangheliforms were around, so... I don't know how I forgot about the growing threat of the flood. They now just, it's gonna be a huge problem that I need to deal with. But instead of worrying about that, I was worried about trying even more configurations for this press, all of which worked, but I never tested them. So I don't know what was going on with me right here. I just kept going and going and going, and I was losing my mind. It wasn't until late into day 58 that I finally tried the machine.
Activate. It was just because I didn't... It only activates when you put something underneath it. Now I have all this super glue. No, I don't have all this super glue. What was that? I have all this... I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say I have all this super glue. Don't... Whisk. What would you do with a whisk? Iron catwalk? Empty blaze burner. I'm going to need that. Launch pad. I'm going to need that. Steel plate. How do I get steel? Steel ingot. I get steel by blasting. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Everything is functional now. This is terrible to look at.
In my script, I wrote, need the super glue. That's going to get used big time if you know what I mean. What? What do I mean? I don't know what you mean. What do you mean the super glue is going to get used? You know. Okay. Anyways, I'll stop writing stuff like that. The press was functional. It didn't look good. It looked horrible. But it took me way too long to figure this thing out. So I wasn't going to rebuild it. It was working now though.
Can I place all of these on here? I can. There we go. There we go. Boom! Did that just do one? Is it gonna just... It's gonna be doing that all day.
Now that I had the press working and I was processing iron into sheets, I could make a lot of stuff that I could use to upgrade it and improve my bunker, ideally to get it to a point to which the flood could no longer break down the walls. I know that I had a rocket to make and I wanted to get off this planet, but if I didn't upgrade the bunker, I wouldn't be alive long enough to even make a rocket. So I took some of the pressed iron that I made and I made iron bars or iron metal fences or something. And I replaced the fake barbed wire with these things. They didn't look so good, so I thought, okay, and also it was really expensive. I need a lot of iron to do this. So instead I chose to use copper, which actually looked a little bit better, and believe it or not, these bars were pretty strong. So all I needed to do was just get these up all over the place.
Oh! Great. Get to have him here now. Perfect.
I needed to work on the rocket more, so that meant making a NASA workbench. This would let me physically build the rocket, and to make it, I needed steel blocks, steel plates, redstone, a lever, a crafting bench, just basically a bunch of stuff. I already had a lot of it though, so there's just a few things that I needed to get, most of which I was going to find in a mine, so I went mining.
Oh! Oh! Oh. Big find. Oh! Double. Oh! Look at that.
I found the redstone I needed quickly, and then I continued looking for iron, but I mined into an underground dungeon. As cool as this place was, I skipped it for now because I didn't want to get distracted down here and waste a bunch of days when I really needed to get this rocket built. So I kept looking around for a cavern or something that I could easily find iron in. And I was finding a lot of diamonds, but not too much iron. I mean, I was getting some, but I was expecting way more. But what I was finding, though, a lot of, was the flood.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh! Where am I going? Where am I going? Getting way too something right now.
Oh! Hold on a second. I still have the... whatever it's called, the curse. I need milk. I need to get out here and get some milk. I need milk badly. Okay, right here. There we go. Give me this. Is that glowing? Is this infected milk? This guy's infected with something. I'm about to drink the milk. Oh, it's perfect. I didn't find a lot, but I had enough to scrape together what I needed. I smelted my iron down into steel, and then I pressed some of it into sheets. Then I made the lever, made the redstone blocks, the torches, and I slammed it all together to make the NASA workbench.
I have the NASA workbench. Perfect for a man like me. The brain of my size. This is the exact thing I... What is that? What is this? I'm supposed to make a... I didn't even look at... How do you even make a rocket? I didn't even think about this. Rocket. Oh! What are you doing here? Oh! You can't stay here. I'm gonna give you 1 day to leave. You don't leave, you're gonna end up somewhere else. What are you doing? You know how hard it is to use? What are you doing? You're not gonna. The flood is gonna. You're not going in my house. Rocket nose cone. It's just 4 steel plates. That's not even. It's not even difficult. And some copper. Let's do this for the. What is that? Okay, lightning rod. 4 steel plates. That's the easiest thing I've ever heard in my life. Stamp it 4 times. Look at this. Rocket nose cone. Hey. What else you need? You need just a bunch of blocks of steel. I have enough to make 2. 1, 2. Then you need some tanks, an engine, some fins, which is just a bunch more plates. It's just a lot of iron. The engine seems to be fan. Engine frame. It's just a ton of steel.
Okay, so I was going to need a lot of steel to make this rocket, which meant, once again, I needed a lot of iron. Also, you remember that guy who was just sitting around and jiggling at dead flood when I was trying to build the water wheel? Well, this man just got up, woke up.
Did he just get up and scream? He just got back up and screamed. Now he's walking over there.
Hey, I was going to need a ton of iron to make this rocket, so I started walking the coast again, mining all of the veins and little chunks of iron that I was finding, and I actually found a decent amount of it out of here. And I kept going until it started getting dark, at which point I cut into the forest and saw a castle. Wasn't entirely sure why this was in the mod pack. Kind of off theme, but you know, I guess that's what you get when you don't really look into the mods you add to these mod packs and just put things in there. But anyway, so I went into this castle, and I guess this place was supposed to be a dungeon, but there were no mobs in it, or very few mobs. I think this is because a lot of the mobs were now disabled at this point in the playthrough, which I guess we'll just need to flood wipe them out or something. But this place was empty, and I was free to loot all of it.
Oh, this place is paradise for me because the spawners are disabled. Oh! 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 Whoa! Ho, ho. Oh! Getting some really good stuff. Depth Strider, Sweeping Edge, Power 3, Capacity Pro. That's some good stuff right there. Is this a secret passageway here? It is! Enchant Cure. It's been a good day. Protection 3. Look at all that iron. I'm finding so much useful stuff right now.
When I got back to the bunker, I deposited everything that I had collected. Since I now had some enchantable stuff and a decent amount of XP, I wanted to finally set up an enchanting table. So I tossed all the bookshelves down, threw out any hope I had of making the inside of this bunker look good, and yeah, look at that. But while that was all going on, I smelted down all the iron that I got into steel.
What? The Enderman has a thing on it. Don't come near me! Ow! What was you see the sort of things that are going on? Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Can't be having that. I just gotta go to bed.
Okay, the flood were getting stronger, way stronger. And every day I was dealing with them, I was getting closer and closer to, I don't know.
Some guy is blasting. I really need to address the entrance. It's almost day 65, and I've got I don't like when you can break stuff. And they don't. It doesn't. It just destroys it. Oh, no, another one. Oh, oh, that's such a damaging. Oh, such a damaging. Oh, almost sounded like I was gonna. What I was trying to say, actually. Stop. Oh, I'm gonna be out of arrows in a second. And I'm out of arrows. Okay.
Despite that, I was getting closer to making the rocket.
All right, let's take these 49 and make some blocks. 5 more blocks. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, okay. We're getting somewhere. What else do we need for the rocket?
With the body of the rocket built, made mostly out of just steel blocks, the next thing that I needed to make was the fins. So, which required more steel. More steel means more iron. So I pressed some steel, I made plates, and then I put them into the NASA workbench. So that took care of the fins on the rocket. But the most important part of a rocket, or rather, part of the I'm just trying to explain rocket stuff here. I am not the man to explain rockets. I have no idea what it's doing. I needed fuel tanks, all right? That's where you store the... Why am I explaining this? No reason to write this out in the script, what a fuel tank is. Okay, anyways, so I made the fuel tanks with some iron, some steel, and then put those in the bench. And the final piece of the rocket was the engine, which was made from, you guessed it, a lot of steel. So I got that made and put that into the bench, finally making the rocket.
Engine frame, done. Okay, engine. Steel engine completed. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Here it is. We have a rocket. I'm gonna leave it in there for now, because I don't want to take it out and break it, but it's there. There's a rocket, tier 1. No. Look at this. Look at this. That's going in a chest right now, because you know what's gonna happen? Someone's gonna come and destroy it when they attack. This is going in a chest. Now, how do you make a tier 2 rocket? Whoa! All that. Dash block. Where do you get dash? You probably get it in space. Tier 3. No! That's what I'm talking about! This is what I'm talking about! This is what I'm talking about. This is why I moved it out of the thing. The rocket's not ready to take off yet. I can't just get it and use it. It needs fuel. It needs... There they are. I don't want them at my house yet. My house is not prepared to deal with a threat such as this. They're coming. Some of the spiders for some reason. Oh, they're coming. Oh, they're coming. That Enderman is going to... It's a whole... Oh! Where's the boat? Get in the boat! Don't shoot me. Come on, there's so many more other things to be worrying about if you're a skeleton with a bow. Go, 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 go. This is how you deal with the horde right now. You just... This is what you have to do. They are just... It is just a battle of spiders versus flood. They are coming out here. Wave. That got those. I miss when I was running around with the rocket and this stuff wasn't happening. See, this is the other thing I want to try to accomplish. I'm running out of time to do it all, but these guys, the Sangheli forms, can spawn with energy swords. And I want an energy sword. I'm worried that they can leap out to me, so I'm gonna go further out. The energy sword, beautiful weapon. I want to attempt to get back to my house, but I don't know if that's a mistake or not. It seems like everyone's distracted with the full-blown war that's going on the beach right now. And I might be able to run through the forest. I need to fix this house. Like I can't go through another horde with the way things are.
Okay, I was feeling real good about this rocket. I was feeling so good, in fact, that I completely forgot that the flood had been chasing me the night before. So when I got up in the morning, they were still there.
I forgot. I forgot. Well, saying I forgot doesn't help. Just saying I forgot over and over again doesn't do anything, okay? You gotta act. I don't know if I can fight this. How can I fight? I gotta fix the base. I need more copper. I'm gonna run this way to start getting copper. I'm gonna try to fight. I'm clean out of arrows. Just taking heavy damage.
Which reminded me that I really needed to finish building this bunker. With the rocket taken care of, or at least the start of the rocket taken care of, I felt a little bit more comfortable developing the bunker. Specifically, I wanted to build the tunnel that I was talking about when I first started building this. I wanted to be able to tunnel into the bunker and tunnel out of it. And I didn't really build that. I just kind of dug a few pits. So that's what I was going to work on now. So I got a shovel and I started digging. So I made it slightly deeper. I mean, maybe by like 1 block or so. I don't even know if I made it deeper. I don't know. I'm just saying that. Just adding stuff to the script. I did make it longer though, much longer, because I realized there's no point if it's just like 5 blocks long. So I made it a lot longer. But once I had a decent amount of it dug out, I added some spruce log supports. Look at these things. Use these things non-stop. Everything I build, I'm putting log supports in it. I'm recording another 100 days right now. I got a feeling later today, I'm going to be adding some log supports in what I'm building there. I'm recording one with Robert right now. It's like day 7 or day 9, day 10. I don't know what day it is. Going to be adding the logs. What am I doing right now? Focus on the video that what am I doing? We're doing one for the flesh that hates, by the way. It's like focus on the script you have in front of you right now. You're just twice in a row you got off topic there. Anyways, the next day, day 66, I'm really trying to get better at building here. So I experimented with using 3 types of wood for the floor. Thought it might add some variety. You know, wood doesn't always whenever you use just 1 block for something, it doesn't look so good. So I started using 2 blocks and then I was like, well, you know what's better than 2? 3. I don't know how good this looked, but hey, there it is. I got a nice floor going. Then I started replacing some of the dirt walls inside of the tunnel with some cobblestone and deep slate. And starting to feel pretty good about where this was going. For day 67 in the morning, I made a diamond shovel and a diamond chest plate because I was done wearing this hazmat suit. And man can't be digging tunnels and moving chunks of stone and setting up pillar supports wearing a hazmat suit. That's crazy. Anyways, I spent the rest of the day working on this tunnel. I needed something to put on top of the tunnel. I could use dirt or wood, but I wanted to be able to see out of it to get an idea of what was going on above me. I could use glass, but that was, I don't know, I didn't want to use glass. Glass didn't feel like it was right. I feel like it would crack or something. So instead I opted for a copper catwalk. It's one of the pieces I could make with the create mod. And I thought that it looked pretty cool. The only downside to this copper catwalk was that it required quite a bit of copper. And if you know anything about copper, you'll know that you can only find it when you don't need it. And when you need it, it becomes like diamonds. It's impossible to find. So I was only able to cover a bit of the tunnel before I needed to go out and look for more copper. Usually it's, like I said, it's just everywhere. But now I was not finding any at all. I did, however, find an interesting tree.
It looks like mold. I'm scared. I got mold in the mind right now. I got black mold in my house in real life. If anyone who's watching this is a black mold expert, please tell me how I remove it. I'm not even, this isn't even a joke for the video. I got black mold in my house and I got specialists coming to figure out how to get rid of it. I've heard you can't get rid of it, which is perfect. I went down, it's in my crawl space. I went into my crawl space, found a little bit of it growing on a cardboard box that I put down there. I pick up the cardboard box, the whole bottom of it covered in black mold. Then I see that there's black mold on the wall a little bit. And then on the floor, there's like the sheathing, this like plastic wrap that's on our floor in the crawl space. I pull that back, chunks of black mold.
Okay, I don't need to be sharing my mold problem with thousands of people online. Actually, you know what? Speaking of the mold problem, I just got off the phone with someone. I think I got the mold problem. We're working on it. All right. Got someone coming over to take a look at the mold. They're doing all these air tests. We're going to get our home remediated. That's where they come in and they with like a hazmat suit. Yeah, you know the hazmat suit I just took off in this? Someone's coming into my house with one of those. I was sitting there recording this video, and now someone's got to wear a hazmat suit to go where I was recording this video. I think I got sick recording this video. You know, this is all starting to make sense. I'm doing it. I'm doing exactly what I was doing in game. I'm now doing it with the script. I was talking about this mold stuff in game for a while, completely unaware of the fact that the flood were starting to surround me.
And then once they're covered in mold, you don't want to touch them, right? So you just kind of let them sit there. Whoa, 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 whoa. This just popped off. There's not even a horde. This is just that is way too many men coming here. I don't want them going through the house. I gotta bring them out here. I got 2 pieces of. Why is it that I'm always out here? Okay, they gotta go in the acid bath. This is what happens. I start ranting about mold and I. Alright, one by one, you guys gotta go in. Something's on my head. Something's on my head! Something's on my head! The arrows are deadly. You get hit by one of those arrows, that's it for food. Okay, I gotta try to get in my house now. So like I was saying, I pull the thing up. I breathe in a bunch of that stuff, and oh, I felt so bad. Pounding headache. My entire chest went red with like welts and hives. Please tell me you can't get in. All right. Anyways, I want to get rid of the mold. I can't be living with that.
The following day, I set up more copper fences and trapdoors, but I still don't have enough. So once again, I went out to look for more copper. Now that I had more copper, I could put up more fence pieces and further fortify the bunker. I put fence pieces along the sides of the roof of the bunker. Not the entire thing, just certain spots, so that it would stop them from climbing up here, because apparently they could climb. Then I filled in more of the catwalk and some of the outside entrance and exit. I built this like little square building, and I needed a fence along it, so I put some copper stuff there. Then I added some ladders, and it was starting to look pretty good. I mean, wasn't quite there yet, but it was definitely heading in the right direction. And more important than that, this would keep me safe. However, I broke my axe and didn't realize that I had used up all of my iron, which meant that once again, I was going underground to get more iron. Some man who couldn't stop going after iron. But this time I figured I would go through that dungeon that I had found a few days ago and see what was going on down there. And wow, I am glad that I did.
Oh, okay. 1 piece of iron. Would have been nice to get a few more than that. Flutter down here. That's good. There we go. That is a good start. Ooh. Infinity! That's huge. Are you kidding me? That's just been down here? Impaling. Flame. Wow. That makes me want to put it back. That is so unbelievable. That makes me want to put it back because people are gonna go, I put that there. There's more. Should I keep going? Another diamond. Another golden apple. When the creatures don't spawn, this place is paradise. But it's not paradise because I don't know how to get home. That's the only thing. Came this way? No. I gotta learn to put torches down with where I'm going.
I really wanted to use that flame and infinity book on my bow, but I didn't have enough iron to make an anvil, so my plan was pretty stupid. I mean simple. Go and find one. So I picked a random direction and I started running. I don't think this was the best plan, but it's something I needed to do, I guess. Well, not really. I don't know why I wrote that in the script. I didn't need to go running in a random direction to look for an anvil. I could have just mined for more iron, and I don't know. This was just a big waste of a day. But I spent the next several days sailing the coast, going island to island and looking for surface iron, which is what I should have just done the day before. And doing that got me a decent amount of iron. But some of the stuff I saw out there while I was doing that was Brutal. I saw a bunch of flood shredding turtles. They're infecting the sea turtle? Are you... These guys are... I don't know. Where am I going now? This is just... I can't... He's ripping the sea turtle apart. Are you kidding me? Okay. Okay, you know what? The sea turtle's on its own. I'm sorry. I tried. The poor sea turtles. Is that thing of iron? Oh, no, he's throwing... I can't be dealing with that right now. Look at there's a... He just took out another sea turtle. They're leaping into the water after the turtles. Oh, after me, actually. That's fine. That's better. Whenever this mod gets an update, I would love to see an infected sea turtle. Or if the Parasite people make a sea turtle infected. Ooh. A simulated sea turtle. An infected sea turtle would be so cool. Ow! Oh, that's a lot of damage. But I ended up finding a village on day 75 that seemed promising. Is it just a village? It's just a village. But it looks like a cool village. Village that I hope has iron. A lot of meat. A bucket and iron would be good. There's iron. There's 3. That's basically a bucket right there. Oh, 7 iron right there. And a saddle. Ooh. More apples. Wait, maybe there's an anvil in here, and then my whole thing is pointless. Seems like a fancy village. Sometimes when you find these fancy villages, they have a... Oh, there's flood in it. Yeah, sorry y'all gonna see that. Yeah, the flood are just here. Okay, hey, good job. Who's got an anvil in their house? You do tell me right now. Someone's got an anvil. Blast furnace. Who has an anvil? And buckets, so I don't have to feel guilty about making them. I woke up in the village and immediately started wasting time again. No, they're not gone. Right here. Here, whoa. 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 Okay, I'm wasting time right now. Get oil, get home. Now that I had what I needed, the only thing left for me to do was sail back to the bunker and get that bow made, which would hopefully really help me fight the flood, because now they were starting to get a little bit too difficult to deal with the weapons that I had. So I got in my boat and just sailed for the entire day. Long, 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 long boat ride back. Sun going down in the Arctic Circle. I'm going to the Arctic in like 7 days. I'm going to be seeing this in real life. But by the time you see this video, I'm already back from the Arctic. Hopefully it went well. I was trying to get back to the bunker, and I thought a faster way of doing that would be putting the boat on the ice and trying to accelerate. But that ended up being just an absolutely terrible idea. Float right there. Big pod infector. Why is this going so slow? Why is this boat moving so slow? Stop. So bad. Oh, I'm getting ripped up. I'm getting ripped up. Take cover. Oh. Another one. Oh.
Oh! Oh! Come on, witch, do something. That was so close. That was unbelievably close. Oh, my hands are shaking. Oh. I don't like that sound. It usually means something bad's happening. There's a pod infector on the roof. There's a pod infector right there. Go to bed.
Okay, there we go. I had an anvil, which meant that I was going to get both infinity and flame on my bow.
Okay, enchanting table. Power 4. That I need. I need that. I need that badly. I need lapis now. I can't keep running around.
But before I did anything, I was going to need to get some lapis, because as good as infinity and flame were, power 4 would have just sweetened the pot. So once again, I went underground and started looking around for whatever I could find.
Hey, there's a cave. Oh! Probably should have just came down here in the first place. Hey, maybe I shouldn't have came down here. What did I just hear? Is it a pod form? Okay. Sing Healy form. It scares me. It really, really scares me. There's lapis right there. Oh, lapis right there as well. Don't shoot me. Don't do it. I'm soon gonna have a bow that can rip these guys up. Lapis. Okay, they're coming. Oh. See you later, nerd. Maybe I can safely kill this guy. Those blocks are crumbling, right? What am I doing? Why am I staring at it? Go. This wasn't the way I came. This just puts me in... There's more here now. He's on the head of the... Close that up. Hit me through a wall. Is it gone? There, he's right there. He's right there. Maybe I do this, he won't see me. I'm just mining right back up to the surface.
Oh! Okay, you know what? Here's the perfect opportunity to play what would a man like you do in a situation like this. You got a giant creature crashing down at you through a cave. Do you go up against it and try to fight it, not knowing how much damage it does and that it could make you upload a I survived 77 days video? Or do you run away? No matter what you do, someone is not going to like what you pick, all right? So that's... I ran away. That's the one I picked. I just ran straight away from that thing. I thought I could go get my bow created, come back down, and then deal with that thing. But I dug out to an underwater cave, which was nearby. Then I made my way straight over to the enchanting table and got to work.
Here we go. Power 4. And punch 2. I hope that's not too many things. Infinity. And flame. Look at this bow now. Look at this bow. Incredible.
Now that I had my gear enchanted, I was feeling much better about surviving. But there was still so much more that I had to do before I could just get in a rocket and fly away out of here. Like, get fuel for the rocket, make a spacesuit, fill that spacesuit with oxygen, and most importantly, build the actual bomb. I was gonna need blaze rods to make uranium rods. I think there were so many things I was building in this, and there were so many. I needed blaze rods. I knew that I needed blaze rods, and that meant I was gonna have to go to the Nether. Which, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know it doesn't usually go that well. So I was also wondering, was the flood gonna be there? I had no idea. Really hoping they weren't. But the next day, I packed up my stuff and I went to the Nether.
They're here. You see that? They're here. I was just thinking, are they in the Nether? Okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for a Nether fortress, right? Like, what is all this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Look, that curved at the right time. All right. Are they coming? What are they doing? What are they doing? Is that a fortress right there? That's a fortress right there. Yeah, that's a fortress. Portal there? Fortress right there, I think. What is this? Oh, redstone. This is all. What's this? Redstone bulb. Oh, that's cool. Okay, they seem to be reacting negatively to my presence. Do I need to? Is it because I need to be wearing this? Like, there's a lot of them coming out of. Why? I haven't done anything to you. There's so many of them. They're all wild up. How many will spawn? Like, can I just kill them all? Or will they keep coming? It looks like they're gonna keep coming. I've slaughtered many of them now. The little ones are harder to hit though. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get rid of all of them. Okay, so I jump over, and I need to get all the way over there. All right, I'm going for it. These redstone spikes are puncturing my feet. Okay, come on, run! They're coming, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming. Ow, 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 ow. I get so scared doing that. Now, I haven't thought about the enemies that are in here. Right there. Alright. Let's go. Can I shoot these things with a bow? Two blaze rods already. What are you doing up here? How many blaze rods am I gonna need? I feel like I'm gonna need a lot. Yeah, because I need multiple uranium rods, right? Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait to use. I cannot wait. I want a lot. Like, look at this mini nuclear. I can start manufacturing these things. Let's get some netherrack while I wait right here. Oh, not gonna grab that piece because that's gonna get me killed. Ow, 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 ow! I'm so bad at fighting these things. There we go. Go grab my blaze rods. Oh, so it feels so good to have a blaze rod. Oh, imagine if I had looting on this bow. I have to fill a blaze cake with lava with this thing, which is a spout. How do you make a spout? Copper casing and dried kelp. Okay, that's easy. That I can do. And I need to press it. I need this thing too. A basin. What's the recipe for a basin? Andesite. Okay, it's not as crazy as I originally thought. Things are done there. Ow, ow, ow. Taking a lot of damage doing this. I'm at 11. Okay, I think that's enough. But there was a chest up here that I wanted to take a look at. Oh, there's iron in here. Soaking up as much iron from this place as I possibly can. Look at all these chests. Flint and steel. You're teasing me with that. I don't want to get lost in here. Every time I go deeper, it kind of freaks me out a bit. 2 more diamonds and gold. Enough with the gold and diamonds, honestly. Just, well, the diamonds you can keep coming, but the gold, getting low on food. I'm gonna get out of here once I should leave now. If I got 4 pieces of bread left and a nearly broken shield, I should probably leave. Yeah, but there's more loot in here. I can smell it. I got 3 more pieces of iron. Alright, everyone here? Everyone on me? Come on. I want you all over here. Everyone's here? Alright, great, because I'm going to be over there. Okay, there's more over here than I thought there would be. Were these the arrows I was shooting at them? Where am I going? Where am I going? There. There's the portal right there. I'm almost home. I'm almost home. Once I'm home, I will be so happy. Come on.
I thought that I was going to be making the bomb on day 80, but I realized that I still didn't have enough iron. So once again, I went back underground to find more. But this time, I went back to that underwater cave that I came out of where the Sangheliform was. I was a little bit apprehensive about going down there, but now with the new upgraded gear and enchanted stuff, I thought it might go a little bit better this time.
All right, I got the bow now. Time to kill a Sangheliform. He's not even reacting. He's done. These things don't stand a chance anymore. Did he drop an energy sword? Look how much iron and everything's down here. Okay, here we go. I'll put this here so my frame rate is very slow down here, which is mildly concerning. There's a lot of them. Oh, is my frame rate so slow down here?
I really wanted an energy sword. If you're a fan of Halo, you'll know what an energy sword is. If you're not, it's a very, it's just a very cool sword, okay? It's like a blue sword. It goes whoof, whoof, when you swing it around. It does a ton of damage, and I was hoping that if I got it, I'd be able to like lock on and launch at someone with it. So I really wanted one of these things. To get one, they were pretty rare. I had to get it from a Sangheliform. It was the only creature that would drop one, and at that, it had to be one that was carrying an energy sword. The other problem was that the energy sword did a ton of damage. So this was just, I don't know. It was going to be really challenging to get this thing. But I also needed to get this nuclear bomb made, so I couldn't be worrying too much about the energy sword. If I got one, that's great. But I needed this bomb build. So I focused on getting more iron. Just a man going through this mine, mining as much iron as I could, despite getting harassed every like 3 minutes.
Okay, get off my head. Whoa, 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 he's chasing me. Oh. Oh.
I was hoping, though, that I would find an elite with a sword down here. Sorry, a Sangheliform. But I was not finding any. I was, however, finding a ton of iron.
Oh. This guy's got an energy sword. Can you get up here? Yeah, I'm a little bit afraid that he can... Okay. He's getting up here. He's getting up here. What am I doing? What am I doing right now? Oh, look at my health. Dude, I just locked up there. I just locked up. I need to kill it. It has the energy sword. It's dead! And it didn't drop an energy sword, so that's Okay. What is that? I thought the video was over there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought the video was done. I thought I was gonna. What day is it right now? 81. I thought the video was ending on day 81. I was at half a heart. The flood thing landed on me, but because I didn't attack it, I don't think it exploded, and so I was able to eat the apple in time. I wish it dropped the energy sword. How do you get an energy sword?
It did not drop the energy sword, and you know, I really thought I was going to get one there. I was really excited to get the sword, and I was going to start swinging around. But the good news was that I had like 90 iron at this point, so I was good to go, I guess. So I climbed out of the cave and headed home.
Oh, it's nighttime. Perfect. Oh, perfect. I really want to kill this thing heliforms. Oh! 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 All right. You get in here and they lose sight of you. They don't know where you are. Does that guy have an energy sword? No. Do you have an energy sword? Whoa! I don't want him here. I don't want him here.
I had made some diamond gear a few days prior, and I wanted to enchant it, so I was gonna do that, but I was interrupted.
Oh, come on! I'm sick and tired of these guys just blasting holes in my bunker. The whole point of the bunker is to not have the holes blasted. So every time you blast a hole in the bunker, you make me think, why did I make this bunker? Supercharged power. It's just, I'm just wasting levels. Protection 3. At this point... Watch, now I'm going to get protection 4. Watch this. Sweeping edge. Okay, this is pointless right now. More important things. I need to make a nuclear furnace. All right. And it's made with a blast furnace plus uranium. I got a lot of uranium. I need to make the blast furnaces. So how do you make a blast furnace again? I already forget. It's iron around and some smooth stone. All right.
Okay, to get this bomb built, there was still more that I had to do. This was not a simple bomb to make. This was the whole process. I needed to make a nuclear furnace so that I could create plutonium, which would allow me to upgrade a standard nuclear bomb to a thermal nuclear bomb. I thought if I'm gonna blast these things, I wanna blast them good, you know? I mean, ideally, I'd turn this whole planet into some sort of giant ring structure that, when detonated, would just wipe out, you know what? All life. All organic life just wiped out. And then I'd like turn myself into like some sort of like machine person, right? I needed to make a nuclear furnace, but the problem was that I did not have I thought I did. I thought I had got everything that I needed before, but I didn't. My plan was to use the furnace and the create mod to create more fizzle cores, which you can do, but it requires a blaze burner. So I thought, okay, no problem at all. I'll make a blaze burner. Seemed pretty simple. I thought that I had enough stuff, but like the nuclear furnace, I did not have everything I needed to make a blaze burner. In fact, I had very little of what I needed to make a functioning blaze burner, but I had no idea about that. But I spent the entire day trying to figure all of this stuff out.
I have to make a mechanical crafter. Oh, wait. Sandpaper with paper and sand. That, okay. Getting a bit better. A bit more doable. Holy moly. This is just blowing my mind right now. How can a man do these things? So recipe for the mechanical crafter, which by the way, I have no idea how to use. The electron tube. This we can do. That's the easiest thing in the world. It's the electron tube, which is going to require quartz, which we can get with rose quartz, which is nether quartz plus redstone. Holy moly. I can't believe my eyes when I see that sort of thing. Let's at least get the nuclear furnace going. Let's make that. 2 blast furnaces. Just drain my iron. Then using the blast furnace. This is insane, the things that I have to now create. 4. And look at this, I'm radioactive now. I'm irradiated. No. Don't tell me that I need more than that. I have 2 fizzle cores. You see how simple it looks on the surface to make these? All I do is throw uranium and iron into the big crusher, some acid, and then I get this. What was I gonna do with the furnace? What was I gonna use it for? My brain is not working right now. I was gonna make plutonium. What are you doing right now? Stay out there. I was gonna make plutonium. But I don't think I can make plutonium. Plutonium is created apparently in this. But in order to get that to make, I need more of these things. But I can't make more without going back to the cave and doing all the cave stuff again. If this guy breaks my walls, I'm gonna become a nuclear furnace. I think I need to go back to the cave. I can run back, be there in a day. And how many more of these things do you need? I would need 8 more charred remnants. That means killing 8 more of those things. But I would also need to get quartz. I need to go to the nether and I need to go to that cave. Okay, I'm gonna pause that and I'm gonna make sure I can at least escape the planet. I'm gonna put the rocket on the roof and see. This is crazy. I have no idea how to use a rocket. I'm not getting off this planet. What is happening?
Okay, making a nuclear bomb turns out is a little bit more complicated than I thought. I mean, a regular nuclear bomb is easy, but when you want to start making a plutonium charged nuclear bomb and creating your own fizzle cores, it gets a little bit more complicated than, I don't know. I wanted to do something more simple, so I switched for now back to rocket science instead. I needed to do a lot more with my rocket before I could take off. I needed to create a pad for the rocket to take off from, a launch pad, so to speak. So started making that things now. I also don't have food anymore. I'm just out of food. Oh, he's got an energy sword. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, I'm just trying to make a launch pad. Oh, I don't want that guy anywhere close to me. He's coming. Here. He's dead. Oh, I dropped. Oh, that makes it so much better. Look at this. Oh. Da-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na. Okay, I'm just gonna cut right here before this video gets claimed, but just, I was As you see me swinging at these things, I was singing the Halo theme. So that's what I was doing here.
What is it? More brutes? Worse. I am a monument to all your sins. Oh! I got an energy sword.
Okay, that was unnecessary to be including those clips here. But I was so happy to get that thing. I put sharpness 3 on it, and then I made my launch pad.
Launch pad. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna put that right here. That's where I'm gonna take off from. Okay, and now I need a fuel refinery. Fuel refinery. We need more plates, buckets, and it's just so much. It's so much.
So I had a rocket and I had a launch pad, but I had no way of getting the rocket to actually propel itself. I needed fuel to do that. So I made a fuel refinery. I think I just used a bunch of steel and some buckets or something like that. I can't quite remember the exact recipe. But the idea behind this thing is that you take crude oil, which is found in the ocean, and apparently at this point I had a couple buckets of it. I guess I picked it up at some point when I was sailing around. You put the fuel into the fuel refinery, and then you power the fuel refinery with a coal generator. It took me a very long time to figure this all out. And then that converts the fuel, or the crude oil, into rocket fuel. So I got that all figured out, and the next day I tested it out.
Okay, what are you cooking? You're making this? So can I put charcoal in here, or does it have to be coal? It works. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Fill it up. Fuel bucket. Energy. Oh, it's filling up with energy.
Following that, I put the rocket on the launch pad and started to put the fuel that I had made into the rocket.
I'm going. I'm getting in that thing and I'm going. And I'm going to try real hard to ignite a nuclear bomb before I go.
Ooh, a man in a rocket. Not bad at all. I'm going to be honest, I did not think that I was going to be able to get this thing made, but here it was, rocket on the launch pad, tons of fuel in the tank, ready to take off. I could theoretically get in this rocket right now and take off, but the only problem with doing that is that I don't have a spacesuit and don't have oxygen. I don't have any of the stuff I need. I would just basically die right away if I were to take off on this thing. So we'll come back to the rocket in a little bit. For now, I needed to get back to thinking about the bomb, right? No point in taking off from this planet if I didn't have a bomb to detonate. I was going to need a few more supplies from the toxic cavern, which I really didn't want to go back there, but I kept looking at all the stuff that I had, and I realized there's stuff that I still needed. Mostly more nuclear furnace components, I think. I think they're called charred remnants. And while I was there, maybe I'd just grab a few more fizzle cores. So I had to take the long walk back, all the way back to the cavern. When I got there, I went underground and I just started going to town on the enemies, trying to collect as many things as I could while I was here so that I would hopefully not ever have to come back here. After getting what I needed, I made my way back home the next day. I built the nuclear furnace and got to work trying to make uranium rods and plutonium.
Made 5 uranium rods. Okay, with those, you can make, look what you can make with that. That. Close to being able to make that. I mean, I can make that right now. But I want to be able to make that. But to make that, I need a lot of iron. We need to make plutonium. Oh, I don't know how to make plutonium. I gotta fix my bow, too. I need, like, a metal barrel. Oh, it's so expensive. It's so expensive. They're coming. Does that just mean it's like a wave of them attacking me? I wish they wouldn't be doing that right now. Do they have any idea that I just set up a nuclear furnace that I have no idea how to use? I just want to make a little bit of plutonium with it. What's the big deal about making a little bit of plutonium? And I need to make some crude oil too. And then I did have a spacesuit. Need the spacesuit. Spacesuit. How do you make a spacesuit? Alright, we're gonna start with something simple. The pants. Look, I already can make the pants. The boots? I take the scrap metal. Do this. Space boots? Yeah, I got space boots now. A hat? Easy. Some glass? Glass pane? Don't I have sand somewhere? You know what? I can get it. Alright, I'm gonna put my spacesuit in this barrel. I'm close. I gotta make this, which is an oxygen tank and oxygen gear. How do you make that? Steel plates for some rods.
I was so close to getting off this planet. I had half a bomb built, half a spacesuit, a rocket, and, to be honest, kind of half a bunker. But you know what? It was almost out of here. Almost putting this planet in behind me and blowing up this huge bomb. But with my nuclear furnace built and all the stuff I needed to make plutonium, I fired that it's really dangerous item up and started trying to make plutonium.
You take your uranium rod. It's gonna go here. Some uranium. It's gonna go here. Whoa, 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 whoa! Plutonium! Oh, but it uses a rod for each piece of plutonium. Unless I charged it. Well, it's gone, so... Let's see. Oh, okay, it's just... The rod powers it. But look at the waste I'm producing. I need 9. Plutonium. You know, it's not particularly fun to have this thing running in my house. But it used one of my rods. It's almost out. And I think what you can do is you can take the waste drum and you can put it. Oh, it fills. So this is just full. Can I do any of these? Oh, this is a waste it's a waste. Okay. But I have my plutonium rods now. I'm becoming the world's most toxic man. And I got a block of plutonium now. Alright, now with the block of plutonium, all I need now is improved blackstone, which is made with blackstone. Where do you get blackstone? Don't tell me you get blackstone from the nether. Where's blackstone? How do you get blackstone?
From the nether. That is obviously where you get it. I don't know why I was going on that. So I went to the nether, I dug around until I found it, came back, mixed it with the iron, and made improved blackstone. And then finally, with the improved blackstone, I made a thermonuclear bomb.
I got my cores, got my rods, got my plutonium, I got my improved blackstone. If I come over here, I don't want to get too close. Thermonuclear bomb. There it is. This thing, I scary. And I still got all this too.
Next, I made the spacesuit helmet, then the main component of the spacesuit, and just like that, I had a spacesuit.
Look at this. I'm ready to leave. Ready to get out of here. Ready to go on my rocket and go. I don't think I have enough fuel yet though, so...
This was looking really good. Again, I could technically go to space right now. I had the bomb, I had the spacesuit, but there were still a few more things that I was going to need to keep me alive, because of which is oxygen. Turns out a man like me is pretty dependent on oxygen. Need to breathe that stuff in and breathe it out, or not breathe it. Breathe it, carbon dioxide out. Not carbon dioxide, not carbon dioxide. What is going on with me right now? Carbon dioxide. You know, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I needed to make oxygen, or rather I needed to start filling oxygen tanks full of oxygen so that when I leave the planet, I can breathe the oxygen in and be fine. I also need more fuel for the rocket. So I got back in my boat, sailed out to sea until I found out one of these oil spills or whatever they are. I filled my bucket up. Filled buckets, actually, plural. Not a man who just goes and fills one bucket up. Something Kim would do. Then I came back to the lighthouse that I had found a while ago, and I just slept there. I guess it was near the fuel depot or something. The next day, I got back to the bunker and began processing the crude oil into fuel and then loading it into the rocket. I was so close to getting off this planet. Day 90. And you won't believe what I did. You're never going to guess. I went straight back in the cave to get more iron. So I had the bomb, but I had no way of detonating it without annihilating myself as well. There was no way I was going to walk up to that thing, hit it with flint and steel, and then just run away and hope that I make it in time before it goes off. So I need to make a detonator. And to make a detonator, I needed one more fizzle core, which meant going back to the toxic cave again.
Ew. Nice little welcome back down here. This place keeps your heart rate good, you know? That one was closer. That one was way closer. Hey, here goes double whammy. Look at that. Who's going off? Who's going off? Okay, this is not what I wanted to be doing. I'm throwing it. Here we go. Oh! 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 That was incredible. Look, the stuff I need is right there. I just need one. But it's so far. Okay. I don't want to use bowl. I'm pre-eating a golden apple. Oh, I'm getting hit so hard. Oh, it's gonna blow up. I wish that one wasn't down there. Ooh, I will take more of this. I need more of this. I can't touch it anymore. I'm getting ill. Oh, look at this. There's two of them. There's three of them right here. 1, 2, 3. 4. I'm carrying rad rock. I've got uranium on me. I have charred remnants. I have 6 more of these things. And I got plutonium.
I returned home safely from the cave, and I gathered the stuff that I needed to make the detonator. And of course, right as I was making it, just when I wanted a little bit of peace and quiet, I got another big horde.
No, not a horde, not a horde. Oh, come on. Detonator. I got it. I can't even fix my bow right now. Oh. Okay, I do not want them breaking into my house, so I'm gonna go underground. I was wondering when this horde would happen. I want to do this far away from my... But apparently, here's how it works. Now with the detonator, I can click that. It's not working. It's not working at all. Okay, look, there's so many, and they're leaping at me. I might be able to lose some in here. They're coming. What do you mean? They're already coming. Right there. There's so many on me. They're just everywhere is the problem. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Another wave. I have no blocks. I'm trying to... Oh! 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 There's still so many. There's still so many. That was insane. Look at this. But there's still so many. I just wasted that. Oh! That was so scary the way they just... Aha! I don't know why I'm using a golden apple right now. I'm hitting them through the walls at this point. Come here. Come here. I just stay in this area. Oh, they're slamming me. Once they start drinking their potions, it makes me worried, because that's when they start breaking things. There's a few that can leap. Oh! It's like I'm making my final stand right now. I can't do this! I can't do this! This is not the time for this! I need to get in the rocket now! I don't have oxygen, though. There's so many. Oh. Oh. This is brutal. Oh. Oh. Oh.
It was day 93, and I really needed to start figuring out how to create and store oxygen for my spacesuit. I'm not going to space without oxygen, and I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't realize that till way later than I should have. I was about to get on the spaceship and just go up there with nothing.
Okay, we need 2 tanks. 1, 2. Oxygen loader. We need the fan. Not the fan. A block of redstone, I can get that. A lightning rod, I can get that. Oxygen loader. Okay. Energy. I think you need water for this thing. It did nothing. I'm gonna need to get an infinite water source right next to it. Next, I need my spacesuit. I'm gonna start keeping this stuff on me in case of an emergency now. Okay, so apparently I can put my suit there. And then if I take water, I put it into here. 50 oxygen, okay. Ooh, this is gonna take a while. The oxygen is not going into the suit, is it? Oh, it needs to go up there. I'm at 600, oh, I'm almost done. It's interesting how we have to get the oxygen from the water when there's just oxygen right here, you know? Full, that's a full oxygen suit now. And you know what? I'm thinking maybe I should also... How do you make the oxygen tanks too? Just plates plus bars. I have more bars and more plates. I may as well... Okay, 2 more oxygen tanks. But I will fill tomorrow.
I spent the next day just making oxygen, pouring water in buckets and converting it into oxygen. But I was now equipped with 2 extra tanks of oxygen, and I was ready to go. Okay, day 95. Yeah, I was a man who was you'll never guess what I was doing. Trying to get more iron. I was mining for iron, and I was down here for a while, and I thought that I'd be able to get out without being noticed. And I'll tell you right now, that did. I was very wrong about that one.
Oh! My bow. I cannot use my bow. I'm putting this here because I might... Oh! I don't know what to do. Oh! 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 Oh my! Oh! Oh! Oh my! Nothing shredded me with an enchanted golden apple. I'm getting that iron and I'm getting out of here.
When I got back to my base, the first thing I did was just start looking at the explosives that I could make. And a lot of them were very expensive, and some of them even would require me to dip into my very small stash of iron that I needed for other stuff. However, there was one that was very exciting to me, and that was the landmine. Using 1 gunpowder and 3 iron, you could get 3 landmines. So it's basically like 1 iron per landmine. These mines were kind of expensive, and I didn't know if I was ready to invest the little iron that I had into them. So for now, I'm just gonna think about it. And instead, I repaired my bow and went to sleep. I needed to find the best place for the bomb, so I looked around my base and started to clear out an area.
This is a spot right here. There it is. Now I take the remote detonator and really hope that I'm not about to detonate this on myself. This thing is loaded. Anytime I want now, I press this button where my left index finger is hovering over right now. The left click on the mouse. And I will destroy all of this. Hopefully getting rid of every single flood particle, spore, creature, whatever at the same time. I'm going to detonate this next time I got problems, all right? I don't know if I should detonate it, then get on my rocket, or get on my rocket, then detonate it. I have no idea. Probably going to detonate it from inside my bunker. I'm right here. Yeah, that's perfect.
With the bomb ready to go, I was feeling very good, you know, a man with a giant bomb like this, but I figured a horde would show up soon, so I decided to make 21 landmines and set them up all around my bunker. So now when these things start coming out of the woods, climbing down trees, digging out of holes, I don't know if they dig out of holes, they're going to be blown to bits with these landmines.
And here they come. Hit the mines. Hit the mines. There's a mine right there. Hit it. Someone hit it. Someone walk on the mine. One person walk on the mine. Come on. One. Okay. Oh, no. Out of here. Oh! The mines did nothing. Come on, someone on the mine. Oh! Oh! Come on. Oh! Oh! Ho, 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 ho! Oh! You like that? The mines did something. Come on. Yes! They're dropping like flies. Oh! Come on. Let's go. More mines here. Whoa. Oh! Come on. You want to play the game? What game, Sean? getting way too ahead of yourself right now. You're not out of this. Oh! Okay, that was one wave and you used all of your mines. I need more mines. There's another mine right here. Oh, yes! Acid bath right here. In the acid. I think there's another mine around here. Oh, someone already hit it. I need more mines. The mines are too powerful. I need to craft more mines, but there's no way I could craft mines right now. This is insane! It's burning. The forest is burning up. There's a mine right there. Yes! Another mine here. Come on! I don't know why I get like this. I would love to see Kim walk on one of these mines. Get back. Oh, they come so fast. Oh. The forest is on fire. Oh, the crossbows. Alright, I gotta go to melee. No, I don't. No, I don't. Do I have any more mines? Another mine right there? Another mine right here. Oh! This went from very good to very... I don't know if I would say good. I almost just clicked the bomb. I almost just clicked the bomb. Oh. Oh. Let's go. There's too many. Every time I think I have a handle on it, more appear. No! Oh! I want to get in the spaceship right now. Oh, I'm getting hit from all over. I'm getting scared right now. I'm getting scared. Okay. Try to keep my distance. Oh. Make these jumps. Oh, they're so fast. Come on. Oh, I'm getting hit from everywhere. There we go. Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's okay. There's another one. Oh, it does so much damage. I don't like this anymore. They're just everywhere. I don't even know where I am right now. But everywhere I run, I see them. I need to get another piece of bread off. It's almost daytime. That night was brutal. You see my bunker, okay? Oh.
It was day 97, and I had barely made it through that night. That was... there's no way I'm going to survive more days like that. That was... What is going on there? I only had 3 days left, though, and the mines were... Yeah, the mines were good, okay? After seeing how good those mines were, I made 27 more of them. Just blasting through the little iron that I had making these landmines. But you know what? When you see one of those mines go off, it was... My armor was nearly broken though, so I just put my hazmat legs on and boots and a helmet. I needed something.
There's another Sing heliform here. Nope. 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 Did he go down? That scared me. Yeah, a man like that climbing up on a roof, day 98 before you use the bomb and the... You know what I'm thinking? Why is my rocket there? Why is the rocket not... Like, well, let's play this out. I detonate the bomb. This whole area gets annihilated. Flood are coming. And I gotta run outside and get in... What am I thinking?
Okay. What was I thinking? What was going on in my head there? So I moved the rocket to the roof of my bunker, and then I started to question. The bomb, it started to look a little bit too close for comfort, you know? It's looking... I don't know how big this thing's gonna be. And I just chose a spot that I think is good. Starting to think maybe I should move it.
Like, how many blocks is this from there? Like, I can see... I think it should be further. The little bass rumble it gives when you pick it up, that... I'm gonna put it over here. I'm gonna put it out on the ice, actually. No, I'm gonna put it over here. Right here. Alright. I'm reloaded. Tomorrow's day 99. I gotta go over the plan one more time. I detonate the bomb. Once I have confirmed detonation, I get up in my rocket and I go straight to space. Leaving this whole planet. Yeah, this is exactly why I need to leave.
Day 99, the best day. This is a day I've been waiting for 99 days or 98. I don't know. It was finally, I had been waiting to detonate this bomb, and it was finally time to let this thing rip and then get on my ship and fly off this planet. Everything was in place. I just had to wait for the horde to come.
Here they come. And you know what I say? Let them. I hit the bomb. Got it. Oh, they can hit me through it. 4, 3. Oh! Oh, here we go. See you later. Oh, the bomb's forming. No, keep going up. Why are you... Don't re-land. What? No. This is not... I don't have the spacesuit on right now. What? No! I'm not supposed to be part of the bomb. I'm supposed to... Where's the rocket? Look at this. Look at this. I should not have let this bomb go. I should not have detonated that. Why am I here still? I'm not supposed to be here right now. My computer can't even handle this right now. Why am I still here? Look at the crater that's forming up there. My rocket left without me. Are you kidding me? I was supposed to be on that rocket. No, don't, not objective survive. Get that off there. I'm gonna die here. How does the rocket go off without me? Why does that happen to a man like me?